So they also own Coffee Stain Publishing and Coffee Stain Studios.
What is Coffee Stain?
Coffee Stain Studios.
I know the name.
Funnily enough, Coffee Stain Studios is Satisfactory.
Oh.
Coffee Stain Publishing. I think Coffee Stain Studios also did the first Goat Simulator. And a couple other older games that I really haven't heard of. And then Coffee Stain Publishing published Valheim. The other Goat Simulators, another company did that. If you go to like Coffee Stain Studios YouTube channel, the guy actually just recently talked about their corporate structure, because people have been asking like him about like, you know, Valheim and Goat Simulator 3 and stuff that they don't work on, because the name of the group that publishes them is Coffee Stain Publishing, and they're Coffee Stain Studios or studio. It says studios. There's just one studio.
The Coffee Stain Studio.
Coffee Stain Studio,
Go grab one.
which is in a studio in Sweden.
In
All
Sweden.
these Swedish companies. It's very funny because they have one that's like called Coffee Stain North,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like just like 30 minutes away on the highway.
That's funny.
Because it's like they're in a small town and they're like in a small city in Sweden. I forgot what it's called, but it has an O umlaut in it.
Heck yeah.
E,
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 e. It's like getting punched,
Ui.
like punching the gut.
E.
And then Embracer Group, which is their parent company, is in Stockholm.
Syndrome.
Stockholm Syndrome, yeah.
Yes.
Is that a rock song as well? Okay.
Who do you think it's by? I would be insanely surprised if you got it.
Oh fuck! I have a band in my head, and I'm like 99% sure that they're not like a rock band. Like I think they might be called rock, but like it's like kind of like it's like not. I don't think it even is. I take that back because I'm gonna say the name, and then you're gonna laugh that I even like thought about rock in their presence.
I'm already laughing.
Three Doors Down. No.
No.
Is the band it's just an O with an umlaut?
Yes. That's Muse.
Muse. Okay.
Muse.
Yeah. So.
I just bought Dwarf Fortress, like the Steam version.
I've thought about buying Dwarf Fortress, but I'm holding off because the spring sale's in a couple weeks.
Probably a good idea.
I think a week now. So yeah, I'm like holding off. I'm going to use my GameStop pass to buy like a $20 Steam gift card or $50 Steam gift card, because you get like $5 off, and I get points which give me more stuff off. So, you know, if I'm gonna buy stuff on Steam, I might as well get points at GameStop.
True. Yeah, I've only played, like, I just bought it today.
Mm-hmm.
I only played a couple hours. And
Oh, what?
Dwarf Fortress.
the Steam version.
Ah.
I tried to play the original version. No.
Oh, you don't like the
Emphasis on
graphics?
Tried. I even got the graphics mod, and even that was still rough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To me, the only reason why I hadn't played it before is because it is a large game.
Yes.
It is not a small game. It is pretty much like a whole entire simulation.
Yeah.
style
If
game.
you like, if you wanted to get into Dwarf Fortress likes, I wouldn't start with Dwarf Fortress because Dwarf Fortress is hard.
Yes, it would probably be what you start off with, like RimWorld.
RimWorld's a good one.
I played a little bit of that.
Banished is a good one. I actually like Timberborn,
Yeah, I think it just I might
which
have
is
just bought that. 'cause it was
Dwarf
on
Fortress
sale.
with
Beavers.
Beavers.
with beavers, yeah. And you control water and stuff. It's cute. It's fun. But anyway, because I was talking before stream started about how Square Enix sold Lara Croft and all that for to make NFTs. The CEO that was all into that just got shit canned.
Good,
Just got thrown in the trash.
which is what every single Web 3.0 into all our main series persons should be.
Yeah, I forget because I was listening to someone on a podcast I really love called Trash Future, talking about like the history of Web3 and stuff like that, and they're like in Web3 and NFTs and like blockchain and all that, and he's like, there are a ton of good uses for these ideas. The problem is that none of them are the popular use cases for these right now.
Yeah, it's like, all right, one project has been done to help. It was like
Yellow.
it's like, all right, yeah, there's been a couple use cases where like, oh yeah, this is actually a good use of it. Okay. Or it's like, oh yeah, that would be a good idea. Too bad it's never going to happen. Like using blockchain for stocks,
Yeah,
right? That way you can see where every single individual stock is, who owns what, and you can't like forfeit forge stocks, right?
Can't forfeit.
Which is possible under the current system.
This isn't even me at my full power.
Yeah, this is my final form, Olivia.
I'm probably gonna shave tonight, to be honest. I've been thinking about it.
I shaved today.
Yes. I would trim it, but
Mutton
I'm
chops. You ain't got the balls.
No, but I'm terrible
Called
at trimming my beard, so I always just shave it off.
Oh, do you not have like a beard trimmer?
I do, but I
Okay.
just can never get it right. It just never looks right.
Oh yeah. All right, yeah.
yeah. I'm thinking of shaving mine off fairly soon.
Fairly recently.
Fairly recently. I just have to be careful because if I like shave it, and I don't do a good job, I can break out again. So it's like, do I shave it? But if I wait too long and it gets really full, then I break out underneath the beard, and then it's just an itchy, horrible.
I wish they just keep on using your trimmers and just
Yeah, because I've avoided
keep
using
it
the
at a good length.
I've avoided using the because I have a safety razor.
Yeah.
I'm using that because I have bumps on my face that like I just like stab into with a safety razor.
Mhm.
You know what I mean when I mean the safety, like the old-fashioned.
Yeah, like the circle one.
No.
No. Oh, maybe I don't then.
Just like if you think of the typical razor blade,
Okay.
not the utility knife one.
Yeah.
You know, the
I've shaved
razor
it.
blade where it's on both sides and then it has, you know, the interesting pattern in the middle.
That's what that uses. You
That's what
drop
it
it in there and then you either do some weird. It either like opens and closes like that, which I don't like because it doesn't feel as tight. Or you push it in there and then it like you
screws
screw
on. Yeah.
screw it on and then that's the one. I have two. Well, I have three because I have Grandpa's old safety razor, but like it's starting to like like laminate or whatever they do to make like the chrome or nickel shine. That's starting to like tarnish because it's old. Honestly, I should probably get some more razor blades because the razor blades I have are probably ancient. They're a few years old, and what happens is over time the metal is so thin that like even just like being in a bathroom over a year can start to rust them.
Well, now you have to.
What? Use a safety razor?
No, get new blades or else she'll unfollow.
Yeah.
However,
I wonder if the blades that I like are cheaper because they're made in England. They're made in the UK.
what would you do? Like DM Olivia and see if she can buy them for you and just ship them over?
No. I want the U.S. price because their last prime minister like just decided turned the economy button off, and the price of the pound almost matched the dollar.
Yeah.
So it's so much cheaper to buy UK
Thanks,
products.
Brexit.
Yeah.
Talking of, so I just sorry, just Twitter.
Mhm.
I was on Twitter and I saw one of my favorite content creators is coming out with a Gamer Subs flavor. He says it's thigh flavor. It is Flork of cows. Flork has a Gamer Subs flavor coming out, and I hope it's going to be called like socks or something like that.
Sucks.
Because the little characters are called the socks.
Mhm.
Socks. But yeah, it's great.
Yeah. That's insane.
Mhm.
Because it always, for the longest time, it used to be like
The pound was close to double
that was like in the early. That was like
early 2000s, right?
early to mid 2000s. It was down to 83 pounds. Yeah, for 100. Yeah, because it used to be for the longest time it was like 75 pounds was $100, or $100 was like 125 pounds, 126. No, reverse that. 100 pounds was like 125, 126 US dollars.
Okay, all right.
Pounds always used to be stronger than the dollar.
Also, James, since I played this on Thursday, I may say swap it out. Because the person who sits next to me, I brought this game in when I first got it,
Mm-hmm.
and he was looking at it like, "Oh, that's great, that's awesome! I wanted to get this. I missed a Kickstarter." So then I got the email saying that it was on Amazon.
Yep.
So I forgot about it, but then a couple weeks later, I let him know that it's on Amazon, and he bought it immediately. So then it came in, and we played it on Thursday, and the whole team had a blast. I think there was like minimum 7 of us playing,
Nice.
and it really works well with more people.
Yeah, I figured.
Cool.
All right.
Well, just let me know.
Yeah.
Let's get started.
Let's do a game. Oh, satisfactory. I got cast screws, so I can make screws without going to rods. Just from steel iron,
really?
right to screws.
Oh, yeah. Definitely want that.
And it doesn't require any more iron. I had to check because it's a different rate. It's like five. It's like 5 iron a minute.
Does it take longer?
I don't think so. I think it's more efficient, like in every way,
Oh, then hell yeah.
except resources. It's the same. It's the same amount of resources, less power because you don't need a constructor.
So it's right from iron ingots
To screws.
to screws.
5
Nice.
iron ingots makes 50 screws.
Very nice.
Cool. Okay, well, let's get into this. We're playing actually. Changing up the rules a little bit. I'm going to host this game, and then we'll trade it off.
Which is also what we did on Thursday, and it worked really well.
Yeah.
So let's see who's the bigger nerd between John and Darren. Your first question is about terraforming Mars.
Oh.
Hold on, let me go grab it.
In the 2016 board game, the goal of this game is to make Mars habitable for humans. You can accomplish this by playing specialized project cards, such as Lunar Beam, that increases the heat and energy production, or by using standard projects like the CO2 emitter that increases the planet's temperature.
Actually, they don't give a fuck if humans can live there. They just want the resources.
That's what I was thinking.
No.
Okay.
Can you reread it again?
The goal of this game is to make Mars habitable for humans. You can accomplish this by playing specialized project cards, such as a Lunar Beam that increases heat and energy production, or by using a standard projects like the CO2 emitter that increases the planet's temperature.
Actually, the CO2 emitter is not a standard project. It is also a project card.
A special project.
Special project card.
So you got what was wrong,
No, but not the reason.
not the reason. If you can give me the reason. Honestly, I doubt John will get the reason.
I can't give the reason. Unless it's that it doesn't raise the heat.
Actually, The CO2 emitter isn't a card, it's just something you can do.
No, that's what's wrong with the question.
Oh.
The question is saying that it's just something you can do.
Oh.
But it's not just something you can do.
Oh.
Actually, I'm gonna give you guys a hint because I think one of you might be able to guess the thing that's wrong.
Mhm.
So the problem is they want the standard project that increases CO2.
Oh, what is it called?
Or either what it's called or what it does, I'll accept. Like what it's implying is happening.
Oh, to. Can you reread the yellow part? I want the wording that they give.
You can accomplish this by playing specialized project cards such as Lunar Beam that increases heat and energy production, or by using standard projects like the CO2 emitter that increases the planet's temperature.
Actually, the CO2 emitter increases the amount of oxygen in the atmosphere.
No.
Oh, I think I know what it is. Actually, the lunar laser doesn't increase heat, it just makes energy, and energy is turned into heat at the end of the turn.
No. Y'all didn't. I totally said what I was looking for. Y'all didn't even listen to me.
Look.
I'll just say what it is.
Yeah, I don't think we
So
did.
Darren got it.
Okay.
It's the standard project for increasing the planet's temperature is to slam an asteroid into it.
Ah.
That's what I was trying to see if you could get that.
Fucking metal.
This is game, so not looking. Okay, question 2. This question is about screensavers.
Okay.
I haven't seen those in a hot minute.
Yeah.
Oh, which category is this?
80s and 90s.
Okay.
Yep.
The Windows 95 3D Maze screensaver begins at a floating start button, then flies automatically through an endless maze of brick walls. While traversing the maze, the program occasionally encounters rats, floating smiley faces, and polyhedra that flip the camera upside down.
Actually, it doesn't encounter rats.
No.
Actually, it doesn't have to just be bricks. It can be like other things on the walls.
Actually doesn't fly. It's like emulated walking.
No.
Actually, it doesn't start with a start like button. Okay.
Actually, Maze wasn't included on Windows 95.
Johnny, got one more, and then I'll read the yellow.
Actually, you can also encounter like pictures on the walls.
Oh. Okay, this is just the yellow part. The Windows 95 3D Maze screensaver begins at a floating start button, then flies automatically through an endless maze of brick walls.
Actually, it's not endless.
Correct. Can you give the extra?
No.
I doubt John can.
When you hit the smiley face, that's the end, and it kind of like restarts a maze. The smiley face is the end. When you hit the smiley face, that's the end.
And then what?
It goes back to the start.
You were so close. No, it regenerates a new maze. Darren gets the point.
God,
You were so
damn it.
close. I was like, oh shoot, John's actually gonna get this.
Because I don't remember the smiley faces. I remember the polyhedrals, and I don't remember the rats either.
Yeah, I don't really remember any of it except for the brick walls.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This one's very topical.
Okay.
It's about Harry Potter.
Okay.
Actually, wizards don't use toilets. They shit their pants and then clean it up later
You got it.
with magic.
Here we go.
even though one of the secrets was built into a bathroom, they shit their pants. The Chamber of Secrets, which was there since the beginning of the maze, was built into a bathroom, but they just shit themselves.
They shit themselves.
They didn't need the bathroom.
They built it without even knowing what it is for.
They were like, I saw this somewhere, I think.
The Muggles have this. Why can't we?
We're better than them.
They didn't when they built it. Well, actually, no. They would have had. That's the thing. That's
Actually.
Sorry, I'm gonna harp on this. We've had bathrooms since the ancient Roman times. Toilets have existed since.
Oh, like a form of toilet, like an outhouse or bathhouse or something like that.
Like in the Roman times, it was like a public. It was like a public shitter. There'd be like 10, like, so there'd be like water that drained around this like
Yes.
U shape, and then there'd be holes in it. And then that's where you'd
With the communal sponge.
with the sponge, yeah, the sponge on a stick.
Mm-hmm.
But
The
yes,
primitive bidet.
yes, sponge on stick. Okay, go
Actually,
ahead.
bidet was named after John Bidet, who would be in those bathhouses, and when they're tired of using the sponge, like he would just put a bunch of water in his mouth and spit it into people's assholes.
And that's
Well,
your
no.
that's your namesake.
Yep.
John Bidet.
John
Bidet.
Bidet of the bidet fortune. Okay, Harry Potter, specifically the 1997 book series.
Okay.
When students arrive for a new school year at Hogwarts, they are taken from the Hogwarts Express in carriages that appear to move by themselves. After the death of Cedric Diggory, Harry discovers the carriages are actually pulled by Snallygasters, which can only be seen by someone who has witnessed death.
Actually, those are only students second year and above. The first years are carried on boats across the lake.
That's not on this card. I don't.
Are you serious? That's true.
Actually, they're not Snallygasters.
So I think I'm gonna try and ease your anger because I don't think that technically
That is
true. I
that
know
is
it's
true.
but that doesn't technically. It doesn't say all students. It just says students.
Okay.
So your correction doesn't technically disprove this.
Okay, so is Darren right or wrong that they're not called Snallygasters?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, because
What-
I know what they're called.
Darren, do you know what they're called? Unfortunately, if you don't, John can get the point.
Once Sean says that, I'm gonna like.
Yeah, because I got
Go-
so mad I didn't hear the rest of the I didn't hear the rest of it because I was like, I got this.
Of
this.
course.
Go ahead, John.
They're called kestrels.
No.
What?
Oh, the kestrel's a bird.
Thestrals.
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 Fuck off.
John, you were so close. Darren
I
gets
hate
another
this game.
point.
This game sucks. This game sucks and is shitty.
That one, John, that was gift wrapped. You should have had that. That was yours to have. Okay. You read all of them. You bought them right when they came out.
First of all, I didn't buy them.
You didn't buy them.
My aunt and uncle
You
bought
read
them.
them.
Yes.
You should have all this knowledge.
Yeah, kestrel's a bird. You're an idiot.
Stupid idiot.
Well, Thestral's a flying horse that you can only see if you've seen someone die. And to be fair, it probably would have worked on Harry because he technically saw his parents die when he was a babby.
Actually, he didn't actually see them die. He just saw the blinding light.
Actually, he saw his mom die.
Actually, she sucks, but J.K. Rowling said that he didn't see them die.
Actually, I don't give a fuck what. Actually, death of the author.
Actually, that can be true, but she still said.
And then I can't say anything more.
I get it.
Yep.
So anyway, to avoid the legal troubles, we're going to continue on with
to
our
avoid
first.
to avoid the troubles, we're gonna shit our pants and clean it up later.
Yep.
The first shiny question.
Cool.
Let me see.
John comeback arc. Let's go, baby.
Come on, Darren blowout arc. Like the wizards in the pants.
Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. So this is about bless you.
Thank you.
This is about Disney. This game's
Disney.
called Two of a Kind.
Disney. Gotcha.
I'm going to name 4 pairs of Disney characters that are the same type of animal. Identify what kind of animal each pair is.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay, first pair, Copper and Pongo. Second, Thumper and Judy. Third, Archimedes, Big Mama. And fourth, Elliot and Mushu.
Elliot. That one, right? That's a human.
Yeah. Is that correct?
Sure, I don't know.
All right.
Okay. I think I'm right. I don't know about one of
I
them.
feel like this one's kind of relatively easy because you just need to know one of them.
True.
What was he? Sorry, I'm just trying to think like officially what one of these is.
Yeah. I know. I think I know what you're going for, and I'm going to be very pissed if James differentiates between these two
and then
animals.
I have words on the card, and if it doesn't say the word on the card, you ain't getting the point.
I'm guessing this one because I don't think they're going to be that pedantic, but it is actually.
It is actually.
Okay.
Okay, you good?
Yeah.
Just go down in order.
I don't know one of these. All right. Are you going down or you want?
I'll
us to
go down.
All right.
The first one, dogs.
Fuck.
Okay.
Second one, rabbits.
Okay.
Third one, owls.
Okay.
Fourth one, dragons.
Okay. I got 3 out of 4. I
I
said
also got 3 out of 4.
Copper and Pongo were cats.
Ooh. You both got 3 out of 4.
Yeah. Because I said dog, rabbit.
Ooh, Darren, unfortunately, that means that you didn't shut John out because you both get a point.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how accurate they're going to go, so it's like,
Yeah.
all right, Copper and Pongo. Well, I know Pongo is the Dalmatian from 101, so I did Dalmatian, and then later I was like, all right,
Oh, yeah.
slash
Did you
dog.
want to know what they're from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so Copper
Wait,
is...
let's see, Copper...
Is-
Wait, no, Copper is,
Fox and the Hound,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pongo, 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thumper,
Thumper, Baby.
Bombi.
Judy.
Judy Hopps.
Yep.
Zoophilia.
Yep.
Yes.
Fairyland.
Fairyland.
Exactly. Archimedes.
Archimedes. Oh, that's
That's-
rescuers down there?
Nope. Sword in the Stone.
Sword in the Stone.
That one that's really boring.
Big Mama.
I have no clue
would
what
that be the Princess and the Frog?
Fox and the Hound.
Oh, Fox and the Hound. Okay.
Elliot.
Elliot is from Elliot's Dragon.
Oh, Elliot's the dragon. That's right.
It's
Oh,
Pete's dragon.
Pete's dragon.
Yeah, Pete's dragon.
Elliot is the dragon.
Elliot's the dragon and Pete's dragon.
Elliot. It's from Elliot's from
E.T.
E.T.
And then of course Mushu is
From
Princess
Pork.
and the Frog.
Yes. The dragon in that movie.
Yes. He's from Pork.
Sup, Sam?
Sup, Sam?
Pork from Orc.
Pork from Pork. I totally forgot about Copper and Pongo because Pongo I didn't remember from 101 Dalmatians. Fox and the Hound is a really shitty movie, so like
John, did you give yourself a point?
no.
You both get a point for that.
What are you gonna say? It's a good movie? You're gonna say Fox
No,
and the Hound
no.
is a good
No,
movie?
I can't defend Fox and the Hound because I haven't seen it in like 20 years. So
Do you remember anything from it?
there's a fox, there's a hound, and then there's a hunter.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm not sure I've ever seen that movie like all the way through.
It starts when they're both pups.
I know that, and I know they get older and, they're separated.
And then it's like they're separated, and then I think they go off into a hunt and almost kill the fox, and like, oh wait a minute, it's you again.
Yeah, and like they're like,
sorry, to just literally try to kill you.
yeah, it's about like living in different worlds and all that bullshit. And
The liberal woke left wants you to
well,
watch
it's
stupid
from
movies.
that era when everyone was like, "Oh shit, Walt's dead. He died of like lung coming out of his mouth. What do we do? I don't know. Fuck." And then Don Bluth is like, "Fuck you guys. I'm gonna go make my own studio and make way better movies for a couple decades until everything comes crashing down."
And video games.
And video games, yeah. Well, I wouldn't say the video games were very good, but
Yeah, people like Dragon Quest.
yeah,
That doesn't
people
mean
I
it-
think like them because the animation is
Maybe,
very
yeah.
good. But I mean, it's just quick time events.
They were arcade games.
Yeah.
I've played it.
Mhm.
I played it on a machine.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, at work.
No. At a few years ago I went to this they had this like pinball arcade convention at the local university.
Oh yes, they have
Oh,
those.
really?
They have those every year.
Yeah. I don't know why I don't go. I only
Yeah, we
went
should
once.
go
We
next
should
time.
go.
Next time we should go.
'Cause
Can,
it was-
can anyone go
Yeah.
in, or is it just?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
It's like you. It's like an entry charge. I think
Okay,
for people
alright.
that
and
are.
then it's free play.
Then it's
Yeah,
free play.
Yeah. Let's,
It was awesome.
let's go.
I don't know why I haven't been going.
Live stream it if we can.
Because I forget every time it's there. I just stumble upon, like when I went there to this college, I would be because it's like in their main like student lounge area. It's like upstairs in their event center and the student lounge, and you'd be walking around. Then all of a sudden you see signs for the pinball expo, and it'd be like, "Oh, the pinball expo's here." And for like students, it was like ridiculously cheap, like $5 if that,
Oh, so like normally it's like probably 20, 30.
something like that. It's super cheap.
Oh, that's
And then it'd be like, "Yeah, I'll go." And so I just
There's just a room full of pinball machines, and then,
and then in the front room they usually have some video games,
like some not pinball,
like arcade games.
like old
okay.
arcade games.
Like I think the last time I was there, they had Donkey Kong. They had the Donkey Kong.
Come back when they have Donkey Konga.
Donkey Kong.
Yeah, so I played and failed.
Fun fact: that system is pretty much just a Laserdisc player in a box.
What is?
Space Ace and Dragon Quest.
Oh, okay.
That's what stored the data was a Laserdisc.
Laser discs. I just looked this up. They had about 3.8 gigs
Yeah,
of storage on them
yeah,
in the 80s.
yeah. No, Laserdiscs are.
because it was we were talking, my team lead mentioned that at his old job they use laserdiscs to store all the data for archival, but since they were a write once, they couldn't get rid of any discs until every single piece of data object on that disk was old before they could throw it out, because you had to keep these objects for these files for years,
Yeah.
right? So if you had one that was already 9 years old and one that was 1 year old, you had to keep the whole disk until that one was also 10 years old
Yeah,
before you could throw it out. But then I looked it up, I was like, all right, how much storage could these have? 3.8 gigs in 1984.
yeah. No, Laserdiscs were legit. If they hadn't founded Blu-ray and HD DVD, we probably would have switched more to Laserdisc, because you could probably do like enhanced definition on Laserdisc.
I want an alternate universe Xbox where it is a laser disc.
There's a
The Xbox is literally 2 feet by 2 feet. That way
Yeah.
you can take your Halo cartridge, Halo player slider, stick it in there, insert it, and pull out the cover.
that was capacitance. That's ECD.
Okay.
You could hold a Laserdisc. A Laserdisc is
alright,
just
alright.
a giant CD.
Well, I do know that, but
Yeah.
I thought they also had those covers.
No, I want that's my future is capacitance, a CED or whatever they were called, which are just vinyl records in in a plastic box.
Didn't we found one at a Salvation Army once?
If I had the job I had now, I would have bought it. But at the time I was working at Olive Garden and
Yeah.
didn't have any money. Because I was working part-time at an Olive Garden
What?
and they were asking $50 for it,
Yeah.
which
What you're telling me that the world famous Olive Garden with the unlimited breadsticks did not pay you enough Where's all this money going? The breadsticks?
Must be.
Must be.
They're unlimited.
Yeah. Sorry, John, we can't pay you your yearly $1 billion bonus. James ate too many breadsticks.
Yeah.
They are really good.
James lost his Game Boy at that Olive Garden.
I did. Game Boy Color.
And then John found
Yellow.
it.
Pokemon Edition, Game Boy.
Pokemon Edition.
Game Boy Color, yeah.
Was it Pokemon? It was the yellow one.
Yeah, it had like a little.
The Pikachu.
It had a little Pikachu on it, yeah. Yeah, James had the Pokemon stuff and totally destroyed it because he was a dumb kid.
I didn't.
He didn't do the right thing and hermetically seal it in a box and leave it in a shelf forever.
See, because I know I had the Pokemon Game Boy Advance. I didn't know that my Game Boy Color.
Your Game Boy Color was also
on it.
Pokemon.
James, your Game Boy Color.
You don't want to know.
Without anything else.
Well, I mean, it's not like it would be worth that much used.
No.
Yeah. Used, your Game Boy Color would have been worth $78.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Complete in box is apparently $240.
Yeah, also, it was pretty beat up because,
Oh, yeah.
like, we used to...
We got it. When I got mine, I would believe I was like 6.
I think you were younger.
Possible.
I think you might have been, like, 3 or 4.
Very possible.
Because I think you saw that I got a Game Boy Pocket when I was like 6, and you wanted one because I would play it all the time. Like literally, I played it so much. I think I got a Game Boy Pocket for my birthday, which is in October.
Mm-hmm.
And our mom realized I played it so much, they got me a Game Boy Color for Christmas.
Which is the same hardware. Game Boy Pocket, and Game Boy Color all had the same hardware inside of it.
Just the screen was different, which required bigger batteries.
That was
Went
the only
from-
thing different.
AAA to AA. Also, I have recently seen a single A battery on. I looked it up.
How large is it?
They're hard to find because if you look up like A battery and B battery, they show you radio batteries. An A battery is in between a AA and a C battery.
Oh, okay.
So the size of the standard size is A was the smallest and D was the biggest, except they had a 6 volt. The 6 volt batteries that you sometimes see, those were grandfathered in because they were very popular.
Are these A23s? No.
And then it went D, C, B, A. And then when they made smaller ones, they called them AA, AAA, quadruple A. And technically there's a standard for it, but I don't think anyone really follows the standard.
No, there's also a B battery.
Yes, there's a B battery. It's the size between an A and a C. But no one uses those because it's like, well, we either go to a C battery and they get longer life, or we go to an A battery and it's more compact.
Never order C batteries,
double.
C batteries in pairs because they're like, yeah, I'd like 2 C batteries. Yep, there they are.
How many points do I get?
So you get all of them.
Oh, yeah, I stole that from Dimitri Martin. Never order B batteries because people just think you're stuttering.
Yeah, batteries.
But batteries.
Well, also the thing is that like when you look up B batteries, what you get are for really old transistor radios.
Yes.
And those are styled differently. Where the letter determines what the battery powered. So a normal radio.
B for radio.
Like I think B was
Radio.
Radio.
B was for transistor, I think.
But also B's for flashlight.
Yeah. Also, it was like ridiculously high voltage. Like I think they were like 45 and
Whoa!
you have 45, 60 volt batteries.
Hey James, put your tongue on this.
Weld your tongue to this battery.
All right.
Okay.
Round 2.
Fight.
This question is about Lord of the Rings,
Okay.
the books.
Oh.
Many important swords in the series have names. And I apologize to everyone out there. I'm going to do my best.
To pronounce Elvish.
Yes. Oh no. Isildur uses Anduril to defeat Sauron.
Yep.
Gandalf carries Glamdring,
Yep.
the foe hammer, and Frodo wields Sting, a dagger of elvish make given to him by Bilbo that glows blue when orcs are nearby.
Oh. See, they went for the correction I thought it was gonna be.
Wait, can you read the part about Sting again?
Sting?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Frodo wields Sting, a dagger of elvish make given to him by Bilbo that glows blue when orcs are nearby.
Actually, Bilbo didn't give it to him.
Actually, Galamdring also glows when it walks in nearby.
What about you?
Yo. That's not what I have, and I don't think that wouldn't like
That was
correct.
just a shot in the dark. Sorry.
Actually, Gandalf doesn't wield the one that it says that he wields.
no.
Wait, say the. Can you read the question again?
Many important swords in the series have names. You want me to say all these names again?
Yes.
Thanks. Isildur uses Anduril to defeat Sauron. Gandalf carries Glamdring, the foe hammer, and Frodo wields Sting, a dagger of elvish make given to him by Bilbo that glows blue when orcs are nearby.
Yeah, and I kind of thought that like Bilbo didn't give Sting to him. But...
Actually, Isildur's sword, whatever its name, Andril, isn't what defeated Sauron. Like, he didn't kill Sauron with his sword,
No.
or defeat Sauron with his sword.
You're close, but the way you said it at the end, not right.
Not right?
Not right. Right.
That's right.
Actually, Gandalf's weapon was referred to as a hammer, and a hammer is not a sword.
No.
Well, see, that's what I was gonna do. Is actually Sting isn't a sword; it's a dagger.
They said dagger.
I know they did. That's why I was so sad that they did.
So I'll say, just so you're not like, you were really close. Like, I could have maybe given it to you, but the way you took it made it, I couldn't take it.
Get in the comments.
Get in the I think you'd agree with, if you had stopped like halfway through what you said.
Yeah,
maybe-
the reason I kept going was because you did the look, and I was hoping that I could stumble
Win him
in.
over.
Well, I was hoping you could stumble
Stumble upon the answer. But you stumbled away from the answer.
I stumbled away from the.
You were on
thing
the
is
edge,
that
and instead of stumbling onto the safe earth, you stumbled off of the edge.
the problem is that I haven't read the books because the books are very long-winded.
So here's what I can do. This is kind of another house rule situation. The yellow part is pretty much the whole thing. I can, I can.
Wait, just read the yellow part. I'm just curious.
The yellow part starts at Isildur. So the only part that isn't in the yellow is many important swords in the series have names.
Yeah. So I guess go with the exact sword that has the issue. I'm guessing is what you were going with.
Yeah, I'll just read the part that is wrong.
Yeah,
like
right.
actually. Isildur uses Anduril to defeat Sauron.
Actually, Isildur doesn't use Anduril.
Yeah, that's technically correct.
Can I try to be more specific?
Please.
Actually, Andril is the name of Isildur's sword when it's reforged during Fellowship and given to Aragorn.
That's exactly right.
That's right.
Does it say it has a different name before that?
Yes. Back then it was called Narsil. It was broken and later reforged into a new sword which Aragorn named Anduril.
That's
I
a
spanked
con. That's a
myself.
that's a complex question.
Mhm.
I actually like it. It's a good it's a
Right.
good Lord of the Rings question.
Right.
Well, that's why, because you said he was
because,
like,
because Lord of the Rings people are nerds.
Yes.
because you were like, he didn't use Anduril to kill. I'm like, that's kind of right. And then you were like, he didn't use his sword to kill him. And I was like, ooh, he used his sword to kill him.
Yeah. Well, kill is a weird word when
Defeat.
talk defeat. Yeah.
Um,
Actually, he didn't kill Sauron. Sauron is like an embodiment of evil that lasted for 1,000 years and comes back, and that's the whole plot of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, it's just
mm,
it's just that.
I get you. I get you. Okay, this next question is about King of the Hill.
Okay.
I'll tell you what.
In the 1997 TV series, Hank Hill enjoys drinking beer with his friends and loves the smell of fresh cut grass. However, he suffers flashbacks from his time in the Army Reserves and has some other health problems too. He has a narrow urethra as well as diminished gluteal syndrome, which basically means he has a tiny butt.
Actually, he hates the smell of fresh cut grass.
No.
Uh, actually, he doesn't have diminished gluteal syndrome. He just has a tiny butt.
No.
Because I remember seeing bits of that episode.
Yeah. Also, I think I also remember something about the narrow urethra too.
To be clear, he does have diminished gluteal syndrome.
Okay, yes.
Actually, he does not have a narrow urethra.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Can you read it again?
I'm just gonna read the yellow part
All right,
because
okay.
this is a similar one where it's like just the first sentence is flavor and they just yellowed everything else. However, he suffers flashbacks from his time in the Army Reserves and has some other health problems too. He has a narrow urethra as well as diminished gluteal syndrome, which basically means he has a tiny butt.
Actually, he wasn't in the Army Reserves. He was in the Air Force Reserves.
I'm gonna give it to you unless Darren can be more specific.
Actually,
I'll say he was not in the Army Reserves.
Actually, he wasn't in the Army Reserves. He was in the Peace Corps.
No. He
Flashbacks from the Peace Corps.
So John's gonna get it. He applied but was rejected because of his narrow urethra.
So I know his dad was in the Army.
hmm
Because I think one time he tried to thrift Hitler's canoe or something like that. That was something he tried to scalp off.
The only one of the very vivid memories I have from King of the Hill as a kid that's for some reason stuck with me is about his dad. It was like a whole episode about him being in the Army, and I don't know, it's just this very specific short clip of them implying him having sex with like a girl behind like a rock in like a rock garden.
See, I didn't really watch King of the Hill very often.
Yeah, same.
I didn't watch it like a ton, but if it was on, I'd watch every once in a
Yeah.
while. But like, it wasn't my favorite. I mean, I was so young.
That's
Boy
the-
ain't right.
Yeah, the boy is flawed.
Yeah, same. It wasn't.
It was a little little for the
I was 5.
A little,
when it came out.
a little boring, I'd say.
well for us because we were a little young.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think it's a boring show, but
No, because that was
in
more
general,
for
but at the
like
time.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, people who like watched Beavis and Butthead when it was like when it hit them properly would have probably also like King of the Hill because that like came afterwards. Same creator.
Yeah, Mike Judge.
Mike Judge. He also did Daria, I think.
I don't know about Daria, but he did Office Space.
Oh, you did do Office Space, and there was like a shitty spin-off that I think he tried that didn't go anywhere, where it was like. So like you know how King of the Hill is like conservative, right? Like he tried to do one with like a King of the Hill, but it was a liberal family and it just didn't
Oh,
just
yeah.
didn't work as well. Just because I don't think he grew up in that space, so it's harder to make.
Yeah. Yeah, it's better to do like slice of life and satire stuff when
Yeah.
you actually know about growing
Yeah.
up in those areas.
Because I could see like Mike Judge as like Bobby.
Yeah.
That's more like, where it's like you have a respect, but it's like you can still make fun of, and it's just like I don't think he grew up in like a coastal society. It would like be me and Darren trying to make a coastal elite comedy. It just would be weird, where we know more about the Midwest, how weird Midwesterners are.
Yeah, yeah. Like we make the Midwest version of King of the Hill.
Yeah, as opposed to Texas. So like, oh, he's from Ohio or
Yeah.
I think Indiana is a good place to set a Midwest. I like Michigan as a setting, but like, there's so many different. Michigan's such a varied. It really varies place to place. Like so,
especially Metro Detroit.
yeah. Well, because Metro Detroit is very liberal, comparative to
Towards Lansing.
and like the middle of nowhere
Yeah.
areas. But it's also like a different type of liberal, if that makes sense. It's not like coastal liberal. It's because you also have a lot of like rich conservatives in the northern part of Metro Detroit.
Right.
Weird.
Yeah. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. This question is about the Avengers.
Okay.
In the okay, this is sorry, my brain just did a bunch of flips. This is about the Avengers. Sorry. I'll explain what.
Yeah.
One of the most iconic scenes in Avengers Civil War is the airport fight scene. Spider-Man steals Captain America's shield, Scarlet Witch drops a bunch of cars on Iron Man, Ant-Man grows gigantic and uses a plane's wing as a weapon, and Vision attempts to shoot down Falcon but hits War Machine instead.
Actually, Ant-Man doesn't use a plane's wing as a weapon.
He does.
Actually, Scarlet Witch doesn't attack Iron Man because they're on the same side at this point.
She does.
Oh. I thought she wanted to fuck Vision.
That's
And-
not on the card.
Vision was I'm just confused because I thought that she wanted to bone Vision, but Vision is just like Jarvis with the life stone in his head.
Actually, Vision doesn't accidentally hit War Machine. He purposefully does it to stop him from attacking another member.
No.
No, he does accidentally injure War Machine when he meant to, because I remember that became a big plot point because Vision felt bad.
Yeah.
Vision felt feelings and he's Robot, so
Yeah, I feel feelings because I crippled War Machine.
yeah. I remember I'll go for it. Actually, Spider-Man didn't take Captain America's shield.
No. That's like in the trailer.
Yeah,
I know it is,
yeah.
but like
Boom, boom.
we said the other two things, so I wanted to say the third
I've
thing.
never seen the movie,
And then,
but I know that
Ant-Man
happens.
takes it back.
Yeah, because I remember that because I know, but I just wanted to cover the bases because I remember that being like, oh, where are you from? I'm from the Bronx, and I'm from Brooklyn. They're like
Yeah,
Spider.
Brooklyn, bitch.
Yeah,
There's the one.
Spider-Man's from Spider-Man's from the Bronx and Captain's from Brooklyn
Oh
because
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
because Spider-Man could not afford a place in Brooklyn in today times. Neither could Captain America, but like back in the 40s when New York was a shithole.
Can you read the yellow part?
Yes. One of the most iconic scenes in Avengers Civil War is the airport fight scene. Spider-Man steals Captain America's shield, Scarlet Witch drops a bunch of cars on Iron Man.
Actually, it's not that iconic, really. I mean, there's a ton of
I mean-
scenes in Captain America: Civil War. I mean, out of all of the Avengers movies, it's whatever.
Actually, Scarlet Witch doesn't drop cars on Iron Man.
She does.
Actually, you can tell how iconic this scene is by the fact that me and Darren have both seen this movie and yet can't remember it. Actually, none of Avengers is that iconic. It's all kind of just a boring mismatch of superhero movies that was like good enough, but that like we could like eat popcorn and stare at it, but like I wouldn't call it like really deep cinema. Actually, Martin Scorsese was right.
I'm gonna say neither of you got it, and John, you're gonna hate yourself.
Yeah, probably.
You corrected. You said the correction, but just in passing, not in part of one of your corrections.
What was it?
I said Avengers Civil War.
Oh fuck!
Oh, it's Captain America.
It's Captain America Civil War, which you said. You're like, I know that was in Captain America Civil War. I was like, I'm like, John, I wish if you had just said, actually, right before you said that.
This game sometimes, man.
In Avengers Civil War. Yep, that's
Yeah,
right.
that's
The
good.
Avengers had a Civil War.
They did.
Oh, you meant the name of a movie? I thought you just like talking about a plot point.
So the reason I stuttered is because of how it would have sounded if I had said, this is about the Avengers in the 2016 film. And then, because then it would sound like I'm talking about the movie Avengers, even though I know that didn't come out in 2016.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, this just confused my brain. I'm just gonna skip ahead this. Okay, time for our...
That is the perfect question for this kind of game.
Yeah, right.
It's not Avengers Civil War, it's Captain America Civil War. I
Okay,
said it too. God damn it. God fucking
you did.
damn
You
it.
said it. That's the best part. Yeah, inside I was like. Okay, shiny question. This is called Name 'em.
Name 'em.
And it's about canine companions.
Okay.
Name the dogs owned by the following characters:
Okay.
Elroy Jetson,
Oh, gosh.
Superman, Doc Brown, and Carl Fredricksen from Up.
Oh, thank God. I was like, I've spelled. There we go.
And if you needed clarification, Doc Brown's from Back to the Future.
Yes. What was the first one?
Elroy Jetson.
Oh,
And it's not
George Jetson.
It's not daughter Judy.
yeah. Duh. Jane, his wife.
His
Jane,
wife.
his wife. His boy Elroy.
I think I know it, but I could be wrong.
I put Jane, his wife.
I put Mr. Spacely Sprockets.
And that's correct.
Oh, shoot.
I spelled that wrong. I've spelled them all wrong, just so you know.
That's fine.
I'm trying to think here.
I can't say it, but I want to because it's a very funny misspelling. But I think they're in. I might be wrong on his name, but I think I know the dog's name in Back to the Future.
Okay. Do you want us to name them this time?
Yeah.
All right.
Darren, you go first.
I put that Jetson's dog was Rocket.
Mm-hmm.
Superman, I think it's something along the lines of Krypton.
What'd you say?
I said Krypton.
Okay.
Doc Brown, Einstein,
Mm-hmm.
and I think Carl Fredricksen. I believe that one. If it's there's a lot of dogs in that film, but
Yes.
I'm guessing it's Doug.
Okay. John?
Alrighty, for the Jetsons, their
Yeah.
dog's name's Astro.
Okay.
think so.
And it is this Superman's dog is Crypto, the super dog.
I literally almost put Crypto.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not the Einstein Bears, it's the Einstein Bears. So Einstein is the name of the dog, and then
Einstein?
Einstein. I wrote Einstein, but I meant to write Einstein.
Okay.
And then it's Doug.
Johnny got all four.
Yeah.
Astro, and then I was like, yeah, it's like Crypto or something.
There used to be a show on, I forget what channel, but it was just a Crypto the Super Dog show. And I don't remember watching it, but I remember them talking about Crypto the Super Dog, and so
Yeah, I
that's how I
remember
remember
that
that.
Now let's try going to the real life question, right?
No, one more round.
Oh, one more round.
Yep. Sorry, my brain just shut off.
Yep.
I was gonna say Doug is actually spelled D-U-G.
Really
Yeah,
interesting.
but I'll accept. And they don't have us doing a shiny before the real life. Do we want to do a shiny before the real life? Because that's how they do it in the show.
Sure.
Sure, I don't care.
Let's add another one.
I like shinies.
Because they're shiny.
Yeah. But I have so many games to play, I can't like do a living dex or complete a shiny hunt in Pokemon. I haven't even finished it, but yet there's 2 more games, and yet all I want to do is play Satisfactory. So
Okay, you ready?
yes.
This is about Animorphs.
Ah, fuck. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, we'll just guess. We'll just guess for a little bit.
here we go.
Actually turn into animals because of this weird alien creature.
Okay. In the 1996 book series, the Andalites morphing technology allows users to acquire the DNA of animals and then assume their physical forms. But the Andalites' enemies, so the slug-like Yeerks, have their own advantages. In addition to keen sight and hearing, they can enter a host's brain and control them for up to 72 hours.
Actually, it's only 24 hours.
No.
Actually, what did you say the Yerks had?
Keen sight and hearing. And
They
being...
do not have keen sight in here,
That's correct.
which is, I think, why they need to take over the hosts.
Can you give the specific thing?
I cannot.
John, you get one guess. So just one Hail Mary. They don't have enhanced sight and hearing.
But they do have something.
Uh,
They are.
I just want more specific. It's not they have. Darren pretty much said exactly what it is, but he missed like one key thing that negates the blind
They.
Disappears, takes a sense on some taste.
Yes, they have a tongue on their feet, and they lick everything as they move.
No. And actually, I almost just gave it away. That's why I just stopped talking,
Yeah.
because they're blind and deaf.
Okay.
That they don't have advanced sight and hearing. Sight and hearing. They're blind and deaf, and the only way for them to have the most sensory experiences is by controlling a host.
Okay.
Okay. This one's about Jack and the Beanstalk,
Ah.
The book.
the fairy tale.
Okay.
Oh,
alright.
just the fairy tale in itself.
All right. Actually, Jack was a giant dick invading the giant's home,
Yes.
and pretty much just murdering him in his own house.
So what's really funny is that's actually the flavor text.
Actually, he should have blown Jack away with a shotgun. Castle Doctrine, Castle Doctrine, Castle Doctrine. Literal Castle Doctrine, because he lives in a castle.
Okay, here we go. This was submitted by the community, by the way.
Oh, cool.
This is a fan-submitted question.
Oh, thanks, fans.
Fuck you, fans.
Jack is not a good house guest. In fact, the first time he sets foot in the giant's house, he steals some gold coins, a goose that lays golden eggs, and a magic harp. He then chops down the magic beanstalk as the giant is climbing down, causing the poor guy to fall to his death.
Actually, that wasn't the first time. He actually goes up 3 times. The first time he gets coins. Second time he gets the goose that lays the golden eggs. The third time he gets the harp, and the giant then chases him down, and he chops down the beanstalk, falls to his death.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You got everything.
All right, look, you come into my house, you can steal my my money. That's fine. You can steal my pet goose. Sure.
But the harp?
But the harp.
Well, in a lot of the fairy tales, the harp calls out that, help, I'm being stolen. Which, is a pretty good self-defense feature for, just having a product tag on everything that chirps when you move it.
Alexa, report yourself stolen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Help. Help.
Help. Okay.
I'm being burgled.
So this is the last normal question of the game,
Okay.
and it's about Shadow of the Colossus.
Okay.
In the 2005 video game, Shadow of the Colossus. Whoa, that did not
Shadow of
that
the Colossus.
that did not work. I'm just gonna. It doesn't always work to say it like that.
Yeah.
They didn't write it like that. Shadow of the Colossus has a very minimalist design. The only enemies in the game are the 16 boss-like colossi. The hero has only a sword to fight with, and there is no on-screen...
Actually, he does not only have a sword to fight with, he has a bow and arrow also. And also his horse.
That is correct. There is technically one more specificity that if John can get, I'll give it to him.
Yeah, his Haun's real cool. It's real smart Haun's.
No, he also can unlock a harpoon.
Oh, cool. Good for him. I haven't played that game. All I know is he dies at the end. Haha.
What are the scores going into the final?
6-5.
Exactly.
Dang, it's close.
Yeah.
So we got the last shiny question and then the real life question.
Yeah.
So it's anyone's game. I'm glad we decided to pull this because this is one of my favorite shiny questions.
Okay.
Once more without feeling.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna read out some of the some theme song lyrics from 90s cartoon shows in a flat, deadpan voice. Write down the name of the show that each song appears in.
Which era is this from?
The 90s.
All right.
And there's 4 of them.
Okay.
Here's the first one. His brain is overloading. It has a chocolate coating. Textbook case for Sigmund Freud. And I'll read it one more time. I'll read it twice. His brain is overloading. It has a chocolate coating. Textbook case for Sigmund Freud.
No, I don't. I've written something just to write something, but it's wrong. I might switch that up if I have time later.
Okay. Next one. They lock us in the tower whenever we get caught. But we break loose and then vamoose. And now you know the plot.
I know that one, but I don't. Oh, okay, yeah.
Damn it. I was like, maybe I can get this one. Because I know I didn't get the first one.
You both guessed that one?
Yeah.
Here we go. Is she lame? Is she cool? Is she breaking every rule? Is she anybody's fool?
Is she lame?
Is she...
Is she cool?
Use one more time.
Yes, please.
Is she lame? Is she cool? Is she breaking every rule? Is she anybody's fool? I guess I'm technically not doing these deadpan,
Yeah, actually that was with a lot of feeling.
but not the same feeling as in the song.
No, but this is once more without feeling.
Fine,
Now with different feeling.
I'll do the last one as deadpan as possible.
All right.
For you.
Ben Stein.
It'll be tough. I did do theater in high school, so it's hard
That
for me
explains a lot.
to not to give it my all. But I'll do my best. So this is the 4th one specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Spin it. Let's begin it. Bear and grin it. When you're in it, you can win it. In a minute, when you spin it.
That one's hard because I know that one. And that's a very
Oh, do you?
good part of the song.
Did you both guess?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will say, I didn't know this is where it was from, but it's definitely in a Neil Cicerega song.
It is in a Neil Cicerega song,
And
yeah.
that's the only reason I was like, wait a minute, I recognize these lyrics. Okay, let's go down the line. Darren.
I don't know. The one I know for sure is number 2 is Animaniacs.
Yes.
Okay.
Number 1, I put Dexter's Lab.
Okay.
Number 3, I couldn't think of any other like show that was like solely about a female, so I put Daria.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know. Number 4 is Minute to Win It.
Minute to Win It.
Yes.
Definitely Minute
Okay,
to
so
Win
I had no clue what the first one was.
Mm-hmm.
So I put But Ugly Martians, which is an actual TV. I'm just thinking of the worst TV show
I
that.
think that was 2000s. I don't know.
It was right around that time. It was still when animation was real shitty because it was.
3D animation.
Yes, 3D animation was real shitty. No, that was back in the 40s. That was Clutch Cargo. Back when animation was real shitty. The second one is Animaniacs.
Okay.
The third one is I didn't know either, so I guess Lizzie McGuire.
The live action show?
Yes,
Okay.
for the cartoons,
Just the cartoon bits.
the cartoon bits, yeah, with the character.
Yeah.
And then the last one is Tailspin, where they took the characters from the Jungle Book and had them fly planes.
With 2 out of 4, John does get it. Although you spelled tail wrong.
Oh, it's the other way. It's
Yeah.
tail.
Yeah.
Tail. I wasn't sure because they.
Spin it, let's begin it, grin it when you win it. You can win it in a minute when you spin it, spin it, spin it.
A real part of waking up. Sorry.
So, would it help if I told you for the first one, it rhymes with textbook case for Sigmund Freud?
Textbook case for Sigmund Freud.
Oh. Yes. Yes, it would.
What is it?
Freakazoid.
It's Freakazoid.
Dun 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 dun. Freakazoid. See, that's right when we were like a little young for that show. That show was maybe.
Actually, Freakazoid was just Animaniacs.
Well, it was made by the same studio, like the studio that like had a bunch of good, really good cartoon shows in the late '90s, and then disappeared. I don't know what happened to it. I'm very sad because they did Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain, because that started as Animaniacs. They did Hysteria, which was like a history show. Then they did Freakazoid. I think they did The Tick as well.
I was thinking that.
But I think Freakazoid was like their main one. They might have that might have been another studio that did The Tick.
Well, anyway, the third one is Pepper Ann.
Oh, Pepper Ann.
The
Pepper
fuck,
Ann,
the
Pepper
Ann.
Ann, Pepper Ann,
Oh,
Pepper Ann.
oh yeah, that's right. Last one was Tailspin.
Yeah. So it's all tied up.
Yeah.
Going into the real life
world, yeah.
question.
You really liked Pepper Ann when it came out, didn't you? Didn't you watch Pepper
I
Ann?
probably did. I honestly don't have many vivid memories, but
That was back. It was a Nickelodeon show, and it was made by.
was it Nickelodeon?
Yeah, it was because it was made. I think it was made by Klawski Scupo.
No.
Was it not?
I think you're thinking of As Told by Ginger.
I think I am. I am thinking
That
of
I
As Told
did
by
like,
Ginger.
and it was made by Klasky Schupo. But
because
Pepper
it was
Ann,
because at that point I was like at the point where I couldn't stand Classy Shupo animation anymore because it was very ugly.
yes.
Everything looked real ugly.
As Told by Ginger is a really good show.
Yeah,
But Pepper Ann, I believe,
I think
don't
it
know
was too.
what it
You'd have been too young for Pepper Ann.
I don't know, but it wasn't Nick. I know that.
I'm gonna look this up.
Nickelodeon. Can you hold on? Because I'm
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
use the bathroom. So let's do the real world question.
Okay.
Mhm.
Here we go. This is a real life myth.
Okay.
Oops, you just chomped a whole ghost pepper. In the future, avoid eating the seeds. They're the spiciest part. But if your mouth is already burning, drink some milk to cool things down. Or try drinking something acidic like lemonade to break down the capsaicin. Whatever you do, though, don't drink water. That'll only spread the spicy compounds around.
Actually, it is not the seeds that are the most spicy part. It's the white. It's the pith on the inside that is technically the spiciest.
That's correct. 100% correct. John wins.
We used to think for a long time it was the seeds, but then they did studies and found no, it's actually the white parts.
The white part's the spiciest. You heard it here, folks.
No, Pepper Ann was was Disney.
Didn't he? That's what I thought.
It's definitely Disney.
Definitely didn't. Yeah, as told by Ginger. slaps.
Mhm. So I think Pepper Ann was on that. Remember when so Disney had like their cable channel, right? And then they also would do like a Saturday morning cartoon block on like one of the air like over air channels, where it had like some of their B shows, and I think Pepper Ann was over the air. Like, remember Recess, the show?
Yeah.
I think it was like on that same like block of television that was on like
Get you. Have you seen the? Yeah. I know.
yeah. Okay.
I know.
Okay.
Pepperin. The Defunctland episode about Disney Channel.
No.
You would love it. You should watch it. So it's about who wrote the Disney Channel theme song.
Oh, okay.
Because up until this video,
Mhm.
no one knew.
Really?
Like, it was no one knew.
Hmm.
And so, have you ever watched Defunctland?
Yes.
So, Kevin Perjurer, who does Defunctland, essentially just made this documentary of him trying to figure out who wrote it.
Mhm. I've
Oh yeah, the Disney Channel intro.
Yeah, John
Yes.
hasn't seen it.
It is a fantastic documentary, and I actually started tearing up at the end.
Me too.
Right?
Me
It was
too.
so touching.
Literally, like at the.
It's like, hey, I found the guy.
Well, be careful. He's not
Yeah,
seen
yeah,
it.
I know. You like really need to watch it, but it was like, I found the guy, and this thing has been happening the whole video, and I've already shown you this work. I'm like, oh, yes.
Oh my gosh.
so
So
what I
do
want
you
to
want to be the?
Yeah.
I was looking at I've been watching a documentary where this guy takes one of those Chinese like motor jeeps, the little shitty ones,
Mhm.
and he takes it from north
If only you had selected this one for me.
north Utah all the way to Moab,
Mm-hmm.
but he can't use like many like highways because it has an 8 horsepower single cylinder engine. So he has to go 1,000 miles around the Great Salt Lake and then back over.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, this thing is a mini Jeep that has an 8 horsepower air-cooled engine.
Mm-hmm.
And halfway through his trip, the engine blows completely. Because he's in the summer in Utah. It gets over 100 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
The engine just... And and he doesn't say it, but later he finds out the oil gauge has broken. And when he puts it back on, it's like cooking at like 150 C. So like, 300 degrees Fahrenheit, which is too hot, and the engine dies. So he recently, so he called it off, but what he did is he fixed it. And then now he's setting off again, but it's now in the winter.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so far he had to go around because the snow got too deep. It got to like a foot deep, and the ground clearance is like 3 inches. So he's like he like does like a check with the ground clearance like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, saying I'm a man, that's about 10 inches of ground clearance. He also broke like not the rear axle, but like what the rear axle like attached to. And he didn't realize it. He's like trying to figure out why the car will all of a sudden like he hits a bump and it like wants to shoot him left and shoot him right. Like it doesn't want to drive correctly.
Mm-hmm.
That's because the rear like broke. It's just gone. My favorite is like they were looking and they cut the throttle stop too short so it wouldn't hit. So what they did is they took a nut and then they welded it.
What is this you're talking about?
It's a documentary of this guy who bought a like a cheap like Wish.com like off-road Jeep and decided to take it from north Utah to Moab, but you can't use any highways because it has 8 horsepower and a top speed of 25 miles an hour. So he has to go around the Salt Lake and go back, which is about 1,000 miles.
All right, you guys ready for probably the second to last game of the night?
Yes. I'm ready.
I am ready.
See if I can dethrone John.
All right, this one is cartoons.
Ooh.
The Incredibles.
Oh.
In the 2004 film, after guessing the password to Sue Syndrome's computer, Mr. Incredible discovers a long list of supers that have been killed by various iterations of the Omnidroid, including Universal Man, Gamma Jack, and a guy called Downburst who flies by Gaseous Expulsion.
Man, they didn't even go into these. How are we supposed to know?
Actually, Omni-Man was not killed by Syndrome's droid. He was sucked into a jet engine because he had a cape. He died because of his cape. Because that was one of the characters that...
You meant Universal Man?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
That's not it.
I'm gonna say actually he doesn't guess the password to Syndrome's computer.
Can you tell me how he gets the password? You are right. Can you tell me how he gets the password?
Does he get the password from the lady?
No.
Ah, damn.
It's James, unless you can pinpoint how exactly he gets it.
He gets the password from like a floppy disk he finds in Syndrome's bedroom. in his porn collection.
No.
I don't.
Sticky note on the
Yeah.
computer.
Because I was literally going to say what James said is that he interrogates the woman and he gets the password from her.
Mr. Incredible doesn't guess the password. Gazer Beam burned the password Kronos into the wall of a cave as he lay dying. Mr. Incredible finds his corpse and learns the password that way.
Oh, he's right. I forgot how dark that movie gets where he just
Right?
sees a fucking skeleton.
Right?
A family picture.
Family picture. Okay. This is the animes.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
Death Note.
Okay.
Ah.
In the 2003 manga,
I haven't even seen the anime.
while the anime focuses on the Death Note itself, the manga has large number of other Shinigami artifacts,
Like say shenanigans.
The shenanigans artifacts.
such as
Shenanigans.
such as the Death Pencil, which allows the user to turn any surface into a Death Note, and the Death Eraser, which can erase a person's name from the Death Note and bring them back to life.
Actually, the Death Eraser isn't real.
The Death Eraser is real.
In real life? Oh my gosh!
Mom.
Yeah!
That's how that works.
Use the death pencil to write the name and then erase it.
Whoops, didn't mean to do that.
What? Stupid content.
Actually, the Death Pencil doesn't turn any surface into a Death Note. It only turns certain surfaces into a Death Note.
You're close, but no.
Actually, the well, cause see, this depends on how they interpreted their writing. I'm gonna say, actually, the Death Pencil doesn't turn surfaces into a. This isn't right. Into a Death Note. It just like works as a one-time use sort of situation.
No.
Actually, the Death Pencil and the Death Eraser are on the same object, you know, like this. So, like this is the Death Pencil and then that is the Death
Death
Eraser.
No.
I just wanted to say that.
Actually, the Death Pencil isn't a real thing.
The Death Pencil is not in the manga. We just made that up, but it sounds really useful.
Sick.
Damn it. So there is a Death Eraser,
There's a Death Eraser.
but not a Death Pencil.
Dang. So that
Other potential Shinigami artifacts that they had was Death Whiteout, Death Highlighter, and the Death Stapler.
the Death Stapler.
If there's a death eraser, that must mean there's a death pen that can't be erased by the death eraser.
The ultimate item.
All right, this one is horror.
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 This is about trimmers.
Ah,
One second. I need it. In the 1990 film, when subterranean worm monsters attack a remote Nevada town, some survivors make a break for it on a bulldozer with a trailer. Unfortunately, the worms pull it underground and the group ends up stranded on some rocks. They retaliate with homemade pipe bombs and defeat the final worm by tricking it into swallowing one.
Actually, it's not the final worm. There are more worms. That's just the last one attacking them specifically.
I mean, technically true, but that is not what's factually wrong because there are other Trimmer movies.
yeah, there's like
the first one.
20 of them.
So get in the comments.
Actually, someone like jumps into the Tremors worm's mouth with the pipe, holding the pipe bomb, and sacrifices himself.
No.
Okay.
Actually,
So I think that happens in one B movie, and they just like yeet him across, like the dinosaur like sees that the creature sees that he's doing it and just like chucks him, and he goes spiraling off and hits something and explodes. So I was hopeful.
actually, the piece of construction equipment that they use is not a bulldozer. It is a backhoe.
They did use a bulldozer to try and escape.
Can you read the question again?
The whole thing? Or just the highlighted part?
You can just read the highlighted part if that's okay with
Yeah.
James.
As long as I can guess.
They retaliate with homemade pipe bombs and defeat the final worm by tricking it into swallowing one.
They're not homemade. They found like a crazy guy that like stockpiled. They found a prepper that stockpiled like grenades and such, and they used grenades.
No, they were pipe bombs.
Actually, I don't know if I said actually.
You didn't. I was hoping that you got it right so I could steal it. Actually, they don't trick it into swallowing the pipe bomb. They just throw the pipe bomb at the worm.
I'll go ahead and give it to you because they do not trick the final worm into swallowing a pipe bomb. They lure it into chasing them towards a cliff, and it falls to its death.
Oh, okay. Fucking stupid worm.
Stupid worm.
Idiot.
Just dig down.
That's
Yeah.
that's literally a SpongeBob plot.
Yeah. We did it.
We saved the town.
Ouch.
Okay, this is a name 'em.
Name them.
Shiny question.
Shing.
What's that planet called?
Okay.
The Star Wars universe has many planets that consist entirely of a single biome. Name the planet based on the following description.
Okay.
Ice planet from The Empire Strikes Back.
Gotcha.
The water planet from Attack of the Clones.
No. It's on the tip of my tongue.
I think this is wrong, because I can't think of the water planet from Attack of the Clones. There's another one. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just use this one.
Dang it! I'm not gonna take any more time. I don't remember it.
The lava planet from Revenge of the Sith.
Oh, yes. Wait. Yes.
And the desert planet from The Force Awakens.
That doesn't count. Force Awakens doesn't count as a Star Wars.
Oh my gosh, this one's also on the top of my tongue.
I wish I got this Futurama one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, because I can't remember it.
All right, once you guys are done, let me know.
I am done.
I'm just gonna be so.
James, it's fine. I don't know these. I knew. I'm 100% sure on one.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, John.
Okay. First one is Hoth.
Yes.
The
Oh,
second,
yeah, okay. All
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. The second
Yeah, I
one,
wouldn't want to give that one away.
Yeah, yeah.
I guessed. I guessed they went to Mon Calamari because that's a water planet.
All right. It is. It is.
Then I said Mustafar,
Okay.
and then for Force Awakens I put Tatooine 2, the deserting. You know, that famous planet, the Tatooine 2, the deserting. Yep.
Desert Boogaloo. All right. You got 2 correct.
Okay. I know which two.
Yeah, me too. The
Uh,
two that I'm gonna get correct.
Tatooine 2 and Mon Calamari.
Exactly. Hoth and Mustafar.
Yes.
The stupid water planet. It's like Kino or Key something, but I don't know.
Okay.
And
Keto.
then it's keto. And then I guessed that the desert planet is like, I don't know, this is gonna sound stupid. Jeddah. It's like something like that.
You were very close.
See, if I
on
wasn't
the
being
two
a
missing
joke, I
ones.
thought
Yeah.
it was Jeddah too. But
The water planet sounds a lot like a traditional Japanese garb.
oh, that water planet? Fuck off. That's like the stupidest thing that that's oh gosh, because I know, because it's the clone planet. It's the planet where the clones are from.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's Camino.
Yeah,
Camino.
Camino. And then you weren't too far off. I saw you mouthing "j" with your mouth. And like, yes, Jakku.
Jakku, that's right.
So you both get a point.
Dang it.
So the planets are Hoth, Mon Calamari, Mustafar, and Volkswagen Jeddah.
All right, so this is one that we had at work. I just found it because I have some good answers. This was another name them. Name the ship captained by each of the following characters: Jet Black from Cowboy Bebop. What's the name of his ship?
That's the Bebop.
The Bebop. I didn't know, so I put the Mustang.
Yep,
Yeah,
of
it's
course.
like, oh yeah, sure, yeah, whatever, right? Captain McCrea from Wall-E. Do you remember what the name of the ship from Wall-E is called?
Nope.
No, it starts with an A.
Yes.
Is it the Axios?
Axiom?
very Axiom. So I had no idea of any of these.
Mm-hmm.
So I said the ship from Wall-E is called a tub of lard.
I
Yep.
mean, yeah.
Captain Nemo from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. What is the name of that ship?
The Nautilus.
The Nemo.
Doesn't name itself
The Finding.
the Finding Nemo.
I put the Unsinkable 3. But it is the Nautilus. And then the Commander Shepard from Mass Effect. What's the name of the ship from Mass Effect?
Oh, I feel like I've never played Mass Effect, but I feel like I've heard of this.
You have heard it.
The Effect. It's just real big.
It's the Mass.
It's a real big ship.
That's a Mass Effect.
Nice. Yeah.
What would it
See,
call
if it's caught by gravity, it's called the weight effect.
No, it's the Normandy.
Oh.
And
Yeah, I've heard of that.
yeah,
The Normandy?
Normandy.
Normandy.
Yeah,
Yes.
I've heard of that from not
World
not
War
from
II.
Mass Effect.
that
Yeah.
sounds familiar, but
not
sure,
from Mass
not from Mass
Effect.
Effect. A different situation.
What I call it? I caught it. I call it like the booty call or something
The
like
Booty
that.
Call Express.
Because just what's famous about Mass Effect? You
Fuck
like
everybody.
anyone. All right. I did look around and I looked for ones that I did on Thursday.
Okay.
So some of these are some close together,
Cool.
similar topics. This is a community pick.
Okay.
The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift.
The black sheep, because I'm not going to say anything more because I don't think James has seen it, and I've seen it once.
I've seen it
Oh, you've seen it?
once.
Yeah, same.
In the 2006 film,
Yes.
after learning how to drift, Sean proposes a race against Takashi, aka the Drift King, to decide which of them must leave Tokyo. Sean wins the race by being patient and taking corners carefully, while Takashi drifts too hard and tumbles down a cliff.
Actually, no. He definitely drifts. He doesn't take the corners carefully.
Correct.
Of course.
And so that was my exact answer. Like, actually, no, he doesn't take the corners carefully because they're drifting. I mean,
Yeah.
come
The whole
on.
point. This isn't the inverse of Initial D,
Yeah.
yeah.
because there is like a.
do.
Well, isn't there
Oh, hold on.
one of the groups that they race like slow down for the turns and take them like normal?
Yes. Yeah, there's a couple groups that
What,
like
in Initial D?
in
or-
Initial D, there's like a couple street races that just don't drift. They use because eventually like even like the main character like has another car that like doesn't, because he gets a Subaru Impreza
Okay.
back before they were called, back before the US got them in the 90s. They made a Subaru Impreza WRX that you could get in Japan, couldn't get here. And he uses one of those and he's like, oh gosh, oh fuck.
This
Because
thing
his
sucks.
dad bought it to show him like, no, your car's a piece of shit. This stupid Toyota, your Toyota Corolla sucks, and I'm gonna buy this new car for me.
Actually, it's a Toyota AE86. The Corolla was a different package.
Actually, in the United States, it was sold as a Toyota Corolla AE92.
Yes, but Takashi tries to ram Sean's car off a cliff, but misses and falls.
I don't remember that part. All I remember is that they built his drift car's a Mustang, and I was like, that's stupid.
Yeah, I think it's because the Mustang's too heavy in the front.
Yeah. Well, what they say is like,
it has power, but I think it has like too much weight in the front.
yeah, I think the only real good drift car Mustang was the Fox bodies. You can make those into drift cars.
Probably because it was a shorter.
It was a shorter wheelbase. I think it was more balanced, because you have to remember that like it was a muscle car.
Yeah.
They're designed to go fast in a straight line because they're made cheaply. They were made to go fast, cheap,
Right. Yeah.
and so you lose a lot of abilities when you try to go fast, cheap.
Yes.
Mostly going around corners. That's something that muscle cars don't do very well.
Until recently, because they've gotten really good. My Camaro was.
Yeah, but I would consider your Camaro more of a sports car than a straight up muscle car.
Yeah, they've been becoming less muscle because they've been lower to the ground, wide, and
Yeah.
All
They're,
right.
they're working on things that like suspension and braking, as opposed to just putting bigger motor.
Okay, this is another community pick.
Mhm.
Singing in the Rain.
Okay.
In the 1952 film. Oh, in 1952 film.
Yep.
In this film's most iconic scene, Don Lockwood is so happy that he can't resist dancing home in the rain. Whimsical as it is, this scene was tricky to film. Water wouldn't show up properly on camera, so the crew had to use milk. And actor Gene Kelly was sick with a fever while it was being filmed.
Actually, they didn't use milk.
Correct. The scene was not filmed with milk. It was, in fact, water. But lighting the scene made the water show up well was a challenge in its own right. Yeah, so.
You're just faster than me. God damn.
Is that what your answer would have been?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Because I remember, have any of you played Metal Gear Rising?
No.
No, but it is on my list because that's the meme one, right?
Yes, where they
Yes.
put Gene
Because
Kelly
that is
dancing to
the-
Singing in the Rain to like Metal Gear Rising, which is like speed metal. I'll show you when we're done.
Okay, this is a sci-fi one.
Mhm.
Blade Runner.
Okay.
Mm.
In the 1982 film, Deckard is tasked with hunting down 4 replicants. which are artificial humans made by the Tyrell Corporation. Deckard manages to retire, meaning kill, 3 of them: Leon, Zora, and Pris. Their leader, Roy, defeats Deckard but dies when his programmed lifespan expires.
Actually, he doesn't kill the lady one. He decides to let her go.
He does kill the lady one.
Oh,
I'm
I haven't seen it.
actually neither have I.
Wait, you say you haven't seen it?
I haven't seen Blade Runner. No.
I've never
Oh,
seen
you
this
should.
either.
It's pretty good.
Actually,
Like Tears in the Rain.
the boss guy at the end, not the boss guy, but the last guy,
The
Who-
leader, Roy.
the Roy, does defeat Deckard.
Well, yeah, it says
Oh.
defeats Deckard, but dies before
Oh.
it, because his program lifespan
Okay,
expires.
doesn't defeat him then.
He does. Yeah, Deckard is defeated, but then he's like, well, shit. I guess I'll die now. So that is not what's wrong. I will, since neither have you said it, I will read not the yellow part, but I will read the exact specific area that is wrong.
Okay.
The sentence. Deckard manages to retire, meaning kill 3 of them: Leon, Zora, and Pris.
Actually, Chris turns to be human and not a replicant.
No.
Okay.
Actually, retiring doesn't mean to kill.
It does.
Actually, Zora isn't a replicant. That is a species in Legend of Zelda. That is
Different spelling.
that is a fish person.
It's Zora with a ZH at the beginning.
Actually, the first replicant name is wrong.
No.
Dang it.
There's a replicant named Leon.
Actually, one of the replicants retires another one. They get into an argument and shoot one of the other replicants.
All right.
Wait, let me give me one.
One last Hail
The
Mary,
one.
James.
Actually, he's not ordered to do it. He just does it because he feels like
does
it.
it fine.
He does it because it's fun. Fun to kill replicants.
Gee, this is great.
Whoa! Wow! Yeah.
This is so much fun, you guys.
Blade Runner.
Deckard does not kill Leon. Leon overcomes Deckard and is about to kill him when Deckard's love interest Rachel shoots Leon with Deckard's gun. So out of those 3, one of them was not killed by Deckard.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. The Rachel must have been the character I thought that was a replicant that turned out not to be. What was?
Or was, yeah, no one knows.
Because there's
it's
theories that Deckard's a replicant, aren't there?
Yeah. There's so many theories.
This just sounds like Fallout 4.
Yes. Sure. Sure.
No one talking.
All right.
Bethesda would like to know your location.
Yeah. Another name him. Shiny question.
Todd Howard is running at us right now. The only way you can satisfy him is to buy
Adam.
Skyrim again.
Or Skyrim.
You have to buy more atoms from the Fallout shop.
From the Skyrim shop.
From the Skyrim shop. Oh, if there was a Skyrim shop.
You guys are not going to get any of these.
Awesome. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. This one's called Where's Johnny?
Right here.
There.
John Ratzenberger provided his voice to a character in every Pixar film until 2020's Soul.
Okay.
What character did he play in each of these films?
Okay.
Monsters, Inc.
Oh, I'm worried that I'm thinking of the wrong guy, but I'm gonna go for it. I don't know the guy's name in Monsters Inc. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna name. It's an actor that's in all of these movies. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be. It's gonna be. No, it's not that actor.
Okay.
Toy Story.
Okay.
The Inedibles. Oh, so Incredible.
Okay.
Still thinking?
No, I got it.
And A Bug's Life.
Oh, what did he play in A Bug's Life?
I think out of all these, I actually have never seen A Bug's Life.
I did. It's pretty good.
Are you an ants purist?
Yeah, answer nothing.
I don't think I got any of these, but I don't even think it's the
yeah.
right actor.
I mean, so for for two of them, I don't know the names, but I wrote the character.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Yeah.
If you can explain to me which character it was, like, this may not be it, but it's like, okay, he was the Army Man Commander,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
whatever from Toy Story. If you can explain which character it is,
That's good enough.
that's good enough for me.
Okay.
No, we did John last time, so James.
So the first one I have no idea. I
Mhm.
said Lou.
Mhm.
If I had to guess what the character was, I think this was just a. This wasn't like a real scene, but I think it's like the giant monster that they see going to work.
Oh yeah, and you just see his legs.
Yeah, but I think there's like a blooper or something where
Is
it's
it
where
Lulu?
it's
Or sort of thing?
Yeah,
Or
there's
like
also
Rex
one
from
where
Toy
it's Rex
Story.
from Toy Story as a blooper. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
See, now I'm questioning myself.
Yes.
Yes.
I think it's Ham.
Okay.
Oh, was that his name? Okay.
Yeah, the pig.
Yes.
But I think his name's Ham. And then, so for Incredibles, I don't remember his name, but he's Mr. Incredible's boss at whatever his job was
Okay.
Okay.
that he like strangles.
Mm-hmm.
And then in A Bug's Life, he was the head of the circus that the circus bugs quit from.
Okay.
If the naming convention is correct, you got two of these correct. Now, I am just going off of the name of the Bug's Life, and it seems like that would be the name of the person who leads the circus.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you 2
Okay.
Okay.
out of 4.
So, in Monsters Inc., I don't remember his name, but he's the guy that like has the sock on him, and they go 2319, and they have to shave him, and they put the cone on his head.
Oh, you know what? I think I remember.
And then
if that's not right, I think I remember who it is.
for Toy Story, it's I put the piggy bank,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ham.
and then for for The Incredibles, I don't know. I think who you were thinking of is Sean Wallace.
Same as Rex.
Mm.
And so I put police officer number 2 because I don't remember his voice in that movie. It was probably in that movie, but I remember his other roles where he has a bigger role more.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Bug's Life. I don't remember. I put the Hercules beetle.
So that was gonna be my second guess, but I don't want the point, obviously. But I think he might have been the abominable snowman in Monsters Inc.
Yes.
He was the Yeti.
Yeah.
He was the Yeti in Monsters Inc. John, you got 1 correct.
Ham.
Yeah, you got him. So James gets the point. James already said the Yeti.
Mhm.
Toy Story was Ham. The Incredibles. It was a very small role at the end of the first movie.
Oh, is he the? Oh, I forget the name, but the villain at the
The
end.
mole guy.
He has a video game. Rise of the Incredibles. Rise of the
Mole King or the Shrew King?
I don't know.
the Underminer.
Underminer.
Well, the Underminer's in Incredibles 2, I think.
Is he?
I've
I
never
think so.
seen it.
And then A Bug's Life, I think this is it because it says it's P.T. Flea.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like as in like P.T. Barnum.
Barnum. Yeah, it's the head of the circus.
Which is what I guess, so because
I'm curious who. It's not gonna say, is it?
Yeah, I was definitely getting the Ham actor and the Rex actor confused.
Guessed.
Were they both like in all of them? I think
What?
the guy who plays Rex.
Wallace Shawn.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know his name.
Inconceivable.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
See, I think I never really fully comprehended that it was like two guys that were always in all of them.
Yep. I like. I don't know if there's any Wallace Shawn role that I can imagine in my head that I don't like, because he was in, of course, Princess Bride.
Mm-hmm.
You never go against a Sicilian when death is on the line.
Mm-hmm. Right. Classic.
Classic.
Of Vlasic, even.
Of Vlasic, yeah. Which is what I said they should have called the pickleball tournaments at work, is the Vlasic Classic.
Yeah.
My VP loved that. But then Rex.
Yeah.
Incredible's boss, and then he's also in the King's Quest. The new remake King's Quest. He's in the first episode as a knight, and he kind of does his Princess Bride redux.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay. Last quartet.
Yep.
Oh.
I guess it's a quintet actually.
Okay.
All right, this community pick, The Magnificent Seven. In the 1960 film, a group of farmers begs Chris Adams, a gunslinger, to help defend their village against a gang of bandits. The villagers can't offer much payment, but he recruits 6 other gunslingers by telling them about a gold mine that the bandits control. They succeed in defending the town, but 4 of the Magnificent Seven die in the fight.
I'm actually... all of the 7 die in the fight.
No.
Actually, only the original character survives, the one that you said in the beginning. Everyone else dies, so 6 of them die.
Actually... he convinces them to join just out of the goodness of their heart. Let me consult.
No.
Actually, he says that the town is offering a ton of money. He's just lying to them.
I think that's close enough to give it to you.
Unless
you can give a better, a closer example.
Actually, the town lies to him about the reward. They say that they can give him a bunch of money.
No. There is no gold mine. The 7 agree to help the villagers for $20 apiece, and nothing more. Chris does tell one of the dying gunslingers that there was a mine, though, just so he doesn't believe he died for nothing.
I mean, $20, I'd say that's the goodness of their heart. I'm going to give myself
but remember, this is $20 back in like the 1800s.
Yeah, in the 1860s, $20. It's like
Yeah.
it's still not a lot, but it was probably like
but back when you like bought like a pound of flour for like half a penny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get you.
$20 was, oh, I'm buying a house.
$20 was probably a down payment on a house. You could, I don't know, you could probably buy a house out in the middle of nowhere for $20.
Yeah, even today.
Yeah.
Well, no, you can buy a house in Detroit for $20.
It depends on your definition of house.
Depends on your definition of nowhere.
Depends on your definition of definition.
Okay.
Of.
This is a fantasy one. Game of Thrones.
Well,
The 2011 TV series.
she slept with his brother. Actually.
She slept with her brother, not his brother.
No, I said what I meant and meant what I said.
All right. The phrase Valar Morghulis is used frequently in Game of Thrones, meaning all men must serve. It has become a popular phrase associated with the series.
Actually, that's not what it means.
Can you tell me what it does mean?
Can you say the phrase?
Valar Morghulis.
And what are they claiming it means?
They're claiming it means all men must serve.
I'm gonna say all men must fight.
No.
I'm gonna say it means honor. Actually, Valar Morghulis means honor or death.
No. It means, does that mean all men must serve? Valar Morghulis means all men must die.
Ah,
Valar Dohaeris means all men must serve.
I'm assuming I'm not gonna take the point for that because that was way
nah.
too. That was just
I don't think anyone gets a point for that one.
But I was going to give it to you because you did say Valar Morghulis does not mean, but of course it was a short question, so you can do whatever you want.
I mean,
you clearly won this game. John cannot catch up, but
I'll take if Darren's gonna give it to me.
All right, here is the sci-fi. Our last normal question.
I mean, I did get it right, John.
The movie Pitch Black.
Wasn't actually black.
All right, yeah.
Yes.
In the 2000 film, Riddick's distinctive eyes allow him to see clearly in almost complete darkness. What?
Allows him to see clearly now.
No,
The
I was
rain
thinking
has
of
gone.
look with your special eyes, my brand.
My brand.
All right, in the 2000 film, Riddick's distinctive eyes allows him to see clearly
now.
in almost complete darkness and even to detect infrared signatures. However, he must wear goggles to protect his eyes in bright light. He claims to have gained this ability in an illegal prison surgery called a shine job, which cost him 20 menthol cigarettes.
Actually, he doesn't have infrared vision, he has thermal vision.
No.
Actually, you're describing Cyclops from the X-Men.
No.
Actually, he didn't get a shine job doesn't mean that.
See, it's when you spit into a rag and
Yeah.
Actually, a shine job costs more than 20 menthol cigarettes.
No, that was the correct part. John, you were right there.
Actually, I don't. John guessed first, right?
No, you guessed first.
So I'm locked until you guess again.
But what was I right there with?
A little bit of A, a little bit of B there, Olivia. Technically, we're playing actually, but we are just mansplaining everything.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to say something stupid about family, but now I can't because yeah. Actually, family gives him his ability. Actually, he didn't get the surgery done in prison.
He did.
Okay.
Actually, it's not called a shine job.
No. That wasn't the part that John was on. It was before that. It was, sorry. John's first answer was like, if this was my house and I saw John's answer, I'd be calling the police because it'd be in my yard.
Unfortunately, I can't remember what your first answer was.
But I can. Actually, he just can't see in infrared.
Correct. He's not able to detect infrared signatures. Although his vision is depicted with false colors in the film, Riddick's eyes only allow him to see faint visible light, not infrared.
So the question said he could see infrared and dark vision, but he was he has dark vision,
but
and light sensitivity,
but not infrared. Yeah, this is another name.
Actually, he doesn't have dark vision because it says he needs a little bit of light to see, so he has dim vision or dim light vision.
Low light
vision. Maybe he does have dark vision, and that's technically considered blind sense. I don't know where dark vision ends and blind sense begins.
Oh yeah, I don't know. So I did swap out the shiny question because it was yet another name 'em. And
Okay.
I want to do one that is not a name 'em.
Gotcha,
Okay.
gotcha.
This is spelling bee.
This is the worst one.
Yeah, says you. Unfortunately, this is one that I would know because I do play the game quite a bit. Whoever spells it most correctly earns the point.
most correctly. Gotcha.
Most
Yeah.
correctly. Spelling. This is from Diablo 2.
Ah, fuck.
Spelling in English is hard enough. Spelling in sci-fi or fantasy is damn near impossible. This time, I need you to spell Tyrael. Tyrael, who is the archangel of justice, and he tries to stop Diablo from releasing Baal,
Barrel ball is.
but ends up imprisoned in his place instead. Tyria.
That's wrong. I'm just gonna go with it. Because I feel like if I start adding or subtracting letters, I'm just gonna make it worse.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
Tyrael. Tyrielle. Tyrael.
Okay. John.
Tyrael.
Literally zero, correct?
T-E-R-R-I-E-L. Tyrael.
I'm gonna say James is closer because Louise. Yeah, James is. Oh, the camera's frozen, so
Oh,
it can't
sick.
work. Huh. James is closer because is Tyrael.
A-E-L. Okay.
Tyrael.
Sure. Fine. Whatever. Spelling is dumb.
Spelling's dumb. It's stupid.
No one needs it. John, how many points do you
2.
have? Just checking.
Yeah. All right. This is called Sketch Artist.
Ooh.
This is the real life question. It's called Sketch Artist.
Oh.
These tests require the contestants to draw something. In each case, you'll have a reference image or a secret list of elements you're looking for, and the drawing that is most correct earns the point. The quality of the drawing doesn't matter as long as the important features are visible.
It's interesting that's a real life one.
Yeah. I had one which my team lead came in at the end of our hour-long session, and this is one that he got right. It wasn't this one, but it was how do you classically set a dinner table with a plate, salad fork, dinner fork, and dessert fork.
Oh, yeah.
Dang.
Hard.
But this one, that is not this one.
Mhm.
This one is called Taking Stock.
Okay.
Your new stay-at-home hobby is writing dubious investments to the moon.
Mhm.
Draw the shape of what investors would call a single bullish candlestick. You'll see a few of these on stock market screens depicting the high and low ends of prices people are trading for. So this is more known as a candlestick. What is a candlestick, a stock candlestick look like?
I feel like I'm on. Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and pull up your drawings. Go ahead and hold on. See if we can get them on. Oh yeah, the camera froze. I can't really see them.
So pretty much mine is it goes up and then it stays up for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Mine goes up a little bit and shoots
Like
up.
it shoots up and
comes-
then falls right back down.
Yeah.
None of you have any of the parts of a candlestick.
Heck yeah.
This
I don't do stonks.
is what a candlestick looks like.
Oh, it's one of those. Okay.
That is a candlestick.
It's the one where you have like the standard median in like a
Yep.
big square, and then you have like the outliers are little lines.
Yeah, line of the max, line of the low, and then just a line above and below.
Yeah, because it's that like the big hole is where like the standard like one standard deviation is, which is like 50% or
Yeah. Whatever the
the most of the stock is being traded in that zone,
exactly. Yeah.
and then the far little lines are like the outliers.
Oh yeah. That's what it is.
Okay, my turn to be
All right. Yeah.
the special boy.
Yeah, if you're down for one more.
Yeah, I'm down for one more.
All right.
So
You guys are.
Oh yeah.
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 I'm good.
So where is the
So the final score, 9-2. Just wanted to clarify.
equipment cards? 9 cards.
Well, 10 because we added the extra shiny.
Mm-hmm.
Three normals and a shiny, and on the last one, you add a real life.
4, 5.
Yeah. And then we added an extra shiny.
So you do
We did. I did 3 shiny, 3 shiny, 3 shiny regular, or
Real
real
life.
life.
so 3 shiny,
While he's saying that, I'm gonna go get a sweatshirt.
3 shiny.
Wait, Daniel, do you remember that name 'em that you put back? Okay. Shiny.
3.
But I should look to see if these guys are doing a tour.
Hmm?
Just, guys,
You do 3 shiny, 3 shiny, 3 shiny.
real
Real life.
yeah. Regular.
Regular life.
Do that one. Like this one. Yeah, I like this one better. Okay.
I haven't announced the tour yet.
Okay. You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Sure.
In the 2014 video game Alien Isolation,
Just give Darren the point.
set on the decommissioned Sevastopol space station, Alien Isolation pits Ellen Ripley's daughter, Amanda, against raging Weyland-Yutani androids, hostile human survivors, and of course the titular aliens. The player's weapons can't kill full-grown aliens. At most, they cause them to retreat briefly, so stealth is essential.
Actually, there's only one alien.
No, there are
There are
many aliens.
at the bottom of Sevastopol, you actually find a whole nest,
Mm.
and there's a couple chapters where you actually had to go down and try and blow it up. Can we read that one more time, please?
Sure. Set on the decommissioned Sevastopol space station, Alien Isolation pits Ellen Ripley's daughter, Amanda, against rampaging Weyland-Yutani androids, hostile human survivors, and of course the titular aliens. The player's weapons can't kill full-grown aliens. At most, they cause them to retreat briefly, so stealth is essential.
It must be something. Actually, the androids aren't. We call them androids.
I call them androids.
Well,
Yes.
they're not rampaging.
They are rampaging.
Technically, they're not rampaging, but yeah, they are rampaging.
Actually, the station isn't decommissioned.
It is decommissioned.
Yeah, that's the whole point. Is it was decommissioned. They moved most everything off, but the aliens were on.
Dang.
Can you just read the yellow section?
Yep. Alien Isolation pits Ellen Ripley's daughter Amanda against rampaging Weyland-Yutani androids, hostile human survivors, and of course the titular aliens.
I mean, unless it's like actually they're not aliens or xenomorphs.
They are. They're
yeah,
aliens.
Yeah.
Actually,
Like
the androids aren't made by that company.
That's correct. They are not Weyland-Yutani androids. I'll give the point to Darren if he can say the name of the company that made the androids.
I know this.
NASA.
No, it's not that. There's Weyland-Yutani, but
Yeah, because I thought he got it because Weyland-Yutani calls them synthetics, not androids.
I'm gonna kick myself when you tell James what it is, but I can't remember what it is.
The company name is, it's a competitor.
Wait. Give me the first letter.
S.
Yes. Yeah, I'm just blanking here.
They're actually made by Siegson.
Siegson. Yeah.
Siegson, a competitor to Weyland-Yutani. There is a Weyland-Yutani synthetic in the game, but he is not hostile to Amanda.
Yeah, because the Weyland-Yutani synthetic joins you on your mission and then ends up sacrificing himself.
Yep.
Woo. It's always fun to get the question right when the other person.
I know. It's like not. This is all correct. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's Sevastopol. There's human survivors. There's titular aliens. There's the androids. There's all that. That is all correct. What is wrong with this?
It just takes knowing literally
Things
nothing
then.
about the game
Yeah.
to
Yep.
get it right.
In the 1997 book series Harry Potter,
Another Harry Potter.
Yeah.
one.
Harry and his cousin Dudley are chased by Dementors that appear in the Muggle town of Little Winging. Little. It's Whinging because it's a fucking British town name. When Dudley sees the Dementors, he becomes.
Actually,
Yes,
Muggles can't see Dementors.
James got it. Muggles can't see Dementors. Harry Potter shit out of here.
Actually, their neighbor comes to the rescue
That is true.
That's also true.
because she's not a Muggle. She's
Squib. Well, she is
Squib.
technically a Muggle,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
Squib.
yeah.
she's a squib.
Squib.
That's
And squibs
technically.
can see Dementors.
no,
Yes.
they can't see him.
I think I don't know.
But she. Well, I shouldn't say that with such confidence. I don't know.
Because like she knew they were there.
Well, I think it's more that she knew of them,
Oh.
rather than that she could
They're
see
like,
them.
ooh, I got chills. They're multiplying and losing control. Oh, damn it, Dementors again.
Yeah.
But it's I don't know. That's just something I'm not sure. I just figured because she doesn't have any magic.
In the 1998 film Small Soldiers, the Commander Elite are AI toys programmed to hunt down the peaceful but monster-like Gorgonites. To this end, they use their fully functional plastic guns, as well as a variety of improvised traps. They are not afraid to take on humans either. They hogtie Timmy, drug the Fimples, and take Christy hostage.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Actually, they don't drug that family.
They do drug the Fimples.
Actually, they don't have fully functional toy guns.
What do they have?
Grit and determination.
Actually, real guns. Just small.
I'm giving this to Darren. They don't use their plastic guns. They fashion weapons out of power tools, such as a makeshift blowtorch and a rapid-fire nail gun.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, Small Soldiers was a hell of a movie. Oh, it's like Toy Story. Oh shit, this isn't like Toy Story. We've made it to our first shiny question.
Whoa.
Um, So, don't quit your day job. Name the. It's gonna, maybe Darren gets one or two.
Oh, no.
Name the films in which you would see characters working for the following businesses:
Well,
S-Mart.
this is movies.
The movies.
These are movies. Okay.
That's smart.
S-Mart.
All right.
S-Mart. I actually hate it because I can't say anymore. I will say that
Yeah.
more later.
I'm just gonna write them down. If I don't know, then I'll take some time at the end to think
Okay.
of it.
Ready for the next one?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Initech. Initech. Initech.
I believe that's that one.
The next one is the Paper Street Soap Company. The Paper Street Soap
Was this
Company.
a specific genre of movies or just movies?
These are just movies.
Paper Street Soap.
We've gone through three. Each of these movies is a different. I would consider a different genre of movie. Actually, all four of these I think are technically different genres.
So I just had to name the movie, right?
Just the movie.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
Okay.
The last one, the Curl Up and Dye Beauty Salon. The Curl Up and Dye, DYE, Beauty Salon. Now I'm gonna say them all from the top
Hold
again.
on.
Okay.
I wrote down the names of a couple. I'm still trying to think of what they are.
Okay. If you need me to repeat any, I'm willing to repeat them all.
You just say the soap one.
The Paper Street Soap Company.
What is this one?
I'm just gonna say I'm done.
See, now I'm questioning myself because I don't think I would have gotten any of these personally.
Oh, I don't think I got any.
I believe I got the second one.
Mhm.
I'm
starting to
I
think.
know. I think I've heard of S-Mart before. I'm just trying to think of what movie do they work in S-Mart?
I think you did too. If it's the series I'm thinking of, it's from the series I'm thinking of.
I don't
I don't know if James has heard of it. I
Okay,
think you've
got
seen
it,
all these
yeah.
movies, but
of course, you said movies. I can go first.
okay.
Like a couple of these are just 3 of these are big guesses, right?
Okay.
I put Doctor Who for S-Mart.
Okay.
I don't know. Initech, I believe that is the name of the company in Office Space.
Okay.
Paper Street Soap Company. I'm wondering if that is the name of the company that oh shoot, no, that wouldn't have been Charlie and Chocolate Factory. That would have been Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is what I'm thinking of. The toothpaste company that Charlie's dad works at. And then Curl Up and Die, I don't know, Legally Blonde.
Okay. Darren got one right.
Yeah, alright.
James.
I said Idiocracy
For S-Mart. Okay.
for S-Mart. Total Recall. These are all guesses, by the
Yeah,
way.
alright.
Total Recall for Initech.
Yep.
something British for
Something British.
Paper Street Soap Company,
Yep.
and Little Shop of Horrors for Curl the
Okay.
Guy.
S-Mart, Idiocracy has Costco.
Oh, is it just straight up Costco?
It is a city-sized Costco.
What is the? Is it? It's not Total Recall. Which it's one of the Arnold Schwarzenegger ones where every restaurant's a Taco Bell or every restaurant's a Pizza
That
Hut?
is Demolition Man.
That's Demolition
And
Man.
that is not Arnold Schwarzenegger. That is
Stallone.
Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone.
Close enough. Okay. S-Mart is from Army of Darkness. Is that the Ash? Is that Ash in that
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, that's the second, well, technically the third film of that
Evil
that
Dead.
whole, Evil Dead, because
Yeah.
Evil Dead 1 and Evil Dead 2 are like the same movie, just shot twice and with slightly different
Yeah.
variations. And the Army of Darkness is the third one.
Yeah, because I thought of it as a pun on Kmart,
It
which is a
is.
Michigan thing.
And
Army. Sam Raimi's from Michigan.
yeah.
Has a lot of Michigan references in his stuff. Like in the first one, like I think isn't Ash wearing like a Michigan State like a Wolverine T-shirt or something like that. Initech is Office Space.
Yes.
The Paper Street Soap Company is from Fight Club.
Really?
Oh,
That's the
it's-
soap, yeah.
It's where they steal all the fat from.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then the Curl Up and Dye Beauty Salon is from Blues Brothers.
Oh, is that no? Aretha has the diner. Up and die. Okay.
Can I give a hot take? I was not a fan of Office Space
When was the last time you watched it?
recently. I've only watched it recently.
Really?
Yeah. Some of the bits were funny, but honestly, everything with Jennifer Aniston I thought was a waste of time.
Yeah.
Like pretty much anything that wasn't in The Office, I thought was dumb, except for with them planning their
Hey, don't worry, Peter. You secrecy of me.
Yeah.
It's like, who's that? Oh, it's Dory. He's cool.
We're like, what does money laundering mean? I don't know. Let me look it up. Like that was funny. Like there were definitely parts, but as a whole, I just wasn't into it.
Okay. So Darren gets the point for that.
I got one.
You got one?
I got one.
One? I was thinking you'd get none.
Go away,
Charlie. Alrighty. In the 2001 film Monsters Inc.,
Okay.
when Mike and Sully uncover Randall's plan to become the top scarer by stealing screams collected
Oh.
by other monsters, they report him to his boss.
Oh, I'll actually.
no. It's about replace it.
Replace it,
Replace it. I had this on Thursday.
But I know it.
Yeah.
but he
So
was
did
said
I.
replace it, so.
If I would have said actually at the first sentence.
So
Sorry.
I'm going to
James.
replace it with a from the 2010 film How to Train Your Dragon.
I mean, go for it.
I
but
think we also did this one too. Is it about the in 2000 How to Train Your Dragon? There are multiple types of dragons, and then there's this one that
Yep.
they're all afraid of. Actually, they don't know its existence.
Yes, that's correct.
make sure you turn it around.
Yeah. Sorry, James.
Well, I mean, I didn't know that one.
Let me pick from the.
So for the Monsters Inc. one, he wasn't stealing the screams from the monsters.
stealing the
He
children.
was kidnapping children.
Yes.
And,
That was-
and
that was-
sucking
and
the
sucking
sucking them off. Sucking their-
That's the only way to describe it.
Yeah, in Monsters Inc., he was sucking off children.
And we stand by that.
I'd rather suck off a million
Children before I let this company die.
Jared Fogle.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Warden, who said that allegedly. You have to be careful. Monster libel laws are a bitch.
You have to go to Monster Court.
Okay. In the 2005 TV series Avatar: The Last Airbender,
Okay.
each of the bending styles from the four nations was learned from a natural source. Water bending was learned from the giant koi.
I'm actually waterbenders learn from the moon.
James got it.
That's right.
Yep. Waterbending did not originate from koi. It was from the moon. Waterbending was learned from the giant koi, firebending from dragons, earthbending from badger moles, and airbending from flying bison. There's a fifth bending style, energy bending, which was taught to Aang by the last remaining lion turtle. But
Oh, did he actually learn? Is that what happened in that scene? He learned energy bending.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and then he used that to take away the.
Because before the time
emperors.
of the Avatar, we did not bend the elements, but the energy within ourselves.
I'm still not signing up for your course, dude.
That was back when it was Dragon Ball, and that was cool. And then it became Avatar, and it's lame. I've just grabbed a whole bunch, and from the 1991 film Star Trek VI,
Oh.
the Klingon Empire finds itself in serious trouble when its homeworld Praxis suddenly explodes. The Enterprise is sent to escort Klingon Chancellor Gorkon to peace negotiations with the Federation, but must overcome attacks by dissidents from both the Federation and the Klingon Empire.
Sounds right to me. Actually, it's Chancellor Gorbachev.
Actually, the planet didn't blow up.
No, that's not what we're going for here.
Actually, it wasn't the USS Enterprise that was sent.
It was the Enterprise.
Actually, they don't get attacked by both Klingon and Federation. Dissonance?
They do get attacked by dissidents from both the Federation and the Klingon Empire.
Actually, the planet didn't suddenly explode.
I guess on a geological timescale, it suddenly exploded.
Actually, the planet didn't explode. It was, their star that exploded.
That's not what we're going for.
Actually, they weren't sent to get the Chancellor for peace negotiations.
They were sent to get the Chancellor for peace negotiations.
Actually, it was the Romulans.
Nope, no Romulans.
The Romulans.
No Romulans.
Sorry, I did the wrong similar sounding
You
vowel.
put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Can you read
Syllable.
the yellow part,
Yes,
please?
yes, please.
The Klingon Empire finds itself in serious trouble when its home...
Excuse me, it didn't find itself. It is still stuck in its old ways.
when its homeworld Praxis suddenly explodes.
Actually, that's not their home world.
That is correct. Can you tell me what their homeworld is? The name of their homeworld?
Klingon.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm just gonna take that point.
Yeah. Praxis is not the Klingon homeworld. It is the moon of the Klingon homeworld. The homeworld itself, Kronos, was not destroyed, but it did suffer heavy ecological damage because their moon exploded.
I know Kronos from Chronos Trigger.
Yes. Chronos Trigger.
But I said the planet didn't suddenly explode.
You both said their planet didn't suddenly explode, and I said that's not what we're looking for. Not that that was wrong.
You told me on a geological scale it did.
Yeah.
On the geological timeline it did. Actually,
Alright.
You know,
you were wrong, and I'm
A
right. I'm taking a
microsecond-
point too.
is also geologically suddenly. It's just also humanly suddenly as well.
It's both.
This is from the Community.
Is it about community?
That was what someone asked on Thursday when we played this at work. When I played this at work, it's like, isn't it like Community the show? It's like, no, it's like a grab bag. It's like,
Yep.
oh, okay.
In the 2005 TV series Supernatural,
Community.
to put an end to the spirit of death, the angel Castiel declares his love for Dean. This opens a portal that swallows up both Castiel and Dean. Dean only gets a brief moment to reply, saying, "I love you too," before Castiel is gone.
He says, "I know."
He doesn't say, "I know."
Actually, they're not gay.
We do not know the sexual proclivities of Dean or the Angel. Castiel.
Yeah, so I'm saying Castiel did not. Actually, Castiel did not proclaim his love for Dean.
He did. He did say he loves him.
He might need to phone a friend.
I'm actually.
Wait.
Wait, can you just read the part about the portal?
This opens a portal that swallows up both Castiel and Death.
No.
Or do you want me to read the
No,
yellow?
that's exactly what I wanted.
Okay.
I'm actually. I don't know. That sounds right to me. It's two portals, two separate portals.
Nope, it's just one.
Can you read the whole question again?
To put an end to the spirit of death, the Angel Castiel declares his love for Dean. This opens a portal that swallows up both Castiel and Death. Dean only gets a brief moment to reply, saying, "I love you too," before Castiel is gone.
Castiel declaring his love isn't what opened the portal.
It is what opens the portal. The portal.
The portal.
Actually, it wasn't to stop the spirit of death.
It was to stop the spirit of death. Do you want me to just read the yellow part?
Yes, please.
Sure.
Dean only gets a brief moment to reply, saying, "I
actually-
love you too," before Castiel is gone.
Actually, they have quite a lot of time.
No, they don't. They only have a brief time.
He doesn't say "I love you too."
What does he say? It's not. I know.
I can only think of terrible things to say.
Then say one.
No, I'm trying to think of what. It's all stupid. They're not even like that bad. Just in context, it would be just. He says something like, "Fare thee well."
No. Darren.
thinking, like,
Darren.
thank
What they say? What do you say?
Actually, he doesn't say "I love you too." He says, "We'll find a way to get you out of there, sugar tits."
The points for James. He says, "Don't do this, Cass." He says, "Don't do it. No, don't do it. Don't do it."
I was thinking like he just says, "Thanks."
Oh.
You know, we had a good thing. We have a good thing going. I don't
He
think
said,
we need to do this.
"Yes." He said, "I have a
I
boyfriend."
don't. Yeah. He said, "We have a good thing. I don't want to ruin it."
I've actually already seen someone. Ooh.
This is
Actually straight.
what brings us to our next shiny
Is
question.
it gay if they're not human?
No.
Of course not.
Let's grab a bite. Name them. Name the TV shows in which you would find the following restaurants:
Okay.
Los Pollos Hermanos, the Double R Diner. Darren's exactly thinking what I was thinking when I read that.
The hard R
Our
diner.
diner. Oh no!
So this is a movie?
TV show. These are television shows.
So these are all TV shows.
Can you read the first one again then?
Los Pollos Hermanos, or Los Polos Hermanos. Los Pollos Hermanos.
Okay. And
Then
then the second one was
Double R diner.
Double R Diner.
I'm good with them.
The third one is Cafe Nervosa.
Specifically TV shows.
These are specifically TV shows. And I've heard of every single one of them. Have I watched every single one of them? No. I've watched every single none of them.
Every single none of.
Well,
Nervosa?
to be fair, I've
seen like half the first season of the first one.
Yeah. To be fair, I can't say anything about the other two to give them away. But the others, I don't want to give anything away.
No, do John. Go ahead.
The last one is Central Perk.
Oh.
Can't escape. Can't escape. Can't escape.
I wish I could. It's not good.
No.
I don't know why people like it so much.
No.
It's not good.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. The last two I've gotten, I didn't know the name of the restaurants, but I know the name of the shows just because they were fairly ambiguous. They were very popular. So.
Well, then that means one of them is wrong for what I have, but I'm not going to change it.
Yep.
I know I have two for sure.
I actually think the third one is a spin-off of a more popular show. But I'm not sure.
Then I think if you're thinking it's a spinoff, then I think I know what it might be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what the?
Does it have like a jazzy intro?
Probably.
Okay.
Yes, I would say that's.
Hammond.
That's it. So
this was all guesses for me.
Yep. All right. So, you're me.
I'll go first
Alright.
because I'm less confident.
Yep.
I said Gilmore Girls.
I would actually love to see the Gilmore Girls in this actual TV show. That would be amazing.
It'd be great. It'd be wonderful.
Seinfeld,
Mm-hmm.
Frasier, Friends.
Okay, James got two.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The one that we were just talking about with the jazzy intro, that's a spinoff. It is a spinoff of
Seinfeld?
no, it's a spinoff of
Which one? Frasier?
Frasier.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.
But Los Pollos Hermanos is Breaking Bad.
Mm.
The double R, I don't know. I just remember when Mike was watching Supernatural. There's a bit where I think it took place in the diner. No, that's not the bit that was doing the diner. That was a different show he was watching. That was doing the diner. It was Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that took place in the diner, but I put Supernatural.
Okay.
Cafe Nervosa.
Mhm.
I put Osmosis Jones
Mm.
because there was Osmosis Jones TV show.
Yes, there was.
But the fucking Central Perk is
Yeah. Darren got one.
Breaking Bad?
Two. You both get a point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got Breaking Bad.
I was like-
got pretty bad.
Yeah, so it's
Even I was on your side. I was like, no, wait.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
no, that one was Gilmore Girls, actually.
Yeah.
So it's Los Pollos Hermanos was from Breaking Bad.
Yes.
The Double R Diner is from Twin Peaks.
Oh, okay.
Then Cafe Nervosa is Frasier, and Central Perk is Friends. It's
Not funny.
not funny.
Nope.
You just gotta pivot. Fucking.
Pivot.
How are you at 6?
I don't know.
Have we done that many questions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like we've done 9 questions. Or I guess we could have tied on both Chinese, but still, it doesn't feel like we did that many. All right.
So Survivor. In the 2000 TV series Survivor. In Survivor.
Actually, who cares?
That's correct. No, it was
I'm
really
actually-
funny. Actually, you should watch it for really funny things, like when that guy passed out trying to start a fire and fell face first.
into the fire.
No, that was a different show. That was
okay.
he was a guy from Michigan. He might have won it because people really liked him, but he was starting a fire and he passed out, face planted into the fire.
He definitely didn't win that series.
No, he got airlifted out
had
of there
to-
because he face planted a fire.
Oh no.
Oh, it was bad.
Yeah,
And,
like you could see like
They like show because he like jumps into like the water and like he gets up. He's like ah, and they
his
show
arms are like
and,
all the
like,
skin like
it's,
sloughing.
falling off.
Yeah,
It's kind of like, dang, they're showing this.
yeah.
Oh no.
The early seasons were hard. The early seasons were like Survivor, as in, no, yeah, we're just going to abandon you on this island. Hope you survive.
Good luck.
fuckers.
Yeah, Gamer Cruise is gonna be out on a couple ships with some really long distance lenses.
Yeah. In Survivor, players can earn various advantages to give them an edge in the competition. One powerful advantage, juror removal, appeared only once. It allowed the player to remove the jury from one tribal council.
Oh no, actually.
Mhm.
Oh. Actually. It didn't allow them to remove the jury from a tribal council. That's the base of the change.
Okay.
The specific is they straight up got to remove someone from the jury.
That's 100% correct. The juror remover did not remove a jury from one tribal council. It removed one of the jury members from the final vote to see who wins.
Sure.
But Darren, even though you didn't get a point, you did get the correct answer of who cares.
Yeah, that was just one show I just never really cared about.
No, I think,
Did your parents watch? Oh, your mom watch it or something?
yeah,
Parents.
Yeah.
Yes,
sorry.
my mom and I watched it all the time.
yeah. My mom
Well-
really liked it, and I think Grandma liked it as well
Yeah,
because
probably.
they would go downstairs and watch it.
Yeah. That and Amazing Race.
Yeah. Those were their two shows.
Did watch a little bit of Amazing Race. Parents of that.
Survivor was on Thursday and Amazing Race was on Sundays.
Yeah.
I remember.
I think out of the two,
Wait, like, was it before or after Extreme Makeover Home? I think it was before.
It was after 60 Minutes. At least Amazing Race was.
I
One of
think-
them was
I
after 60
think it was like
Minutes.
60 Minutes, Amazing Race, and like Extreme Makeover Home did.
that
Beca-
probably.
Because I know that sometimes 60 Minutes would run late.
Yeah.
And it was really
How
late.
does 60 Minutes run late?
It,
It's 60 minutes.
who knows? Who knows?
It's 60 minutes.
I think out of the two, Amazing
It's in
Race
the
was the
name.
better show.
I agree.
Actually, there is a someone on YouTube who does a similar thing like the Amazing Race. Is they get they have like a deck of cards, and then it says like do this in this state, do this, so they can claim states.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about jet lagged.
Yeah, jet lagged, and then so they're just like running around the United States, like collecting states.
Yeah.
Because they did multiple different games.
I
they
think
did tag in Europe was one of them.
Yeah. The most recent one I started watching, their most recent one is they started in New York, and then it's like, okay, you can win a state, and if you have two bordering states, you can steal a state. But then if you can't steal a state, that whomever wins keeps it.
Gotcha.
So it's like, okay, yeah, they both went down the train south, just down the eastern border, hitting all the New England ones, and I think someone started like what was going to plan on flying west.
Yeah.
But yeah, they did that, and they did Connect 4 in the United States.
Like
What-
in like the western area.
Yeah.
How you do Connect 4?
Yeah, they did in the West. And then tag, and then that one.
Yeah, like one was you could claim both states if you bought something in a pawn shop in one state and sold it in another state.
For a profit.
Yeah, for a profit. Or there's one that was you can get both states. It was touch both oceans on the same day.
Oh wow. Yeah.
You'd get the two states that you touch the ocean in.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So if you touch it in, let's say like, does Virginia hit the?
Yes.
Yeah. You'll touch it in Virginia, fly out to California, and touch it. Boom.
Yeah.
You get those things.
That's cool.
It is a really cool series.
Yeah. The thing I originally liked Survivor because at the time when Survivor like first came out in the 2000s, I just had finished reading Hatchet,
Okay.
which is a book about a kid that like survives in the wilderness, and I was like, oh, cool. I really liked it.
Eats poison berries, shoots his brains out.
Yeah, he gets the
and
shit.
then he's
That's
like,
like
oh, I'm not gonna do that again.
that's like a 2-chapter thing of him just shitting. It's very funny, hindsight, because it's like the first chapter is him like getting attacked by mosquitoes, and then the second chapter is him shitting his brains out.
Isn't the sequel to that book is like they want to like film him doing it again?
Yes, and he's like, this is a really stupid idea. This isn't like how it works. Because they want to film and learn so that, like they can like train other people to be like, hey, if you crash in the middle of the Canadian wilderness and all you have is a hatchet, like all of the other supplies like go down into the bottom of a lake, because that's what happens. Is, then here's how to do it. But what happens is that like the guy the guy that's followed like recording him and stuff gets like injured somehow, like severely, like a tree like falls on him or something because there's a massive storm.
So, anyways, here's his hatchet, and
So as you can see,
yeah,
you're cutting the leg.
and then watch out.
Yeah, I tried to read that one. I didn't get into it as much because it like was like, oh no, the guy I have is injured, and oh no, all the emergency radio is dead, and oh no, the emergency supplies are also destroyed for some reason.
I guess this is called a good thing. I just have just my hatchet.
Again. The biggest thing I remember from Hatchet is I always thought the cover looked like someone spilled something on it.
I'd have to look at the cover. I don't remember it.
I don't remember if that's an accurate.
I think I still have the softcover book.
Let's see.
Yeah. It was. This would be the one that. No. I don't.
There. That.
Do you like your book soft-shelled or hard-shelled?
Yeah. Do you like it with or without the crust?
Yeah, that's the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't interpret that like the Hatchet.
What the fuck is this?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Maybe that's like a kid's version of the Hatchet? Which, I mean, the Hatchet is like a tween
Christian
book.
distributors. What?
A Christian version of the Hatchet.
Jesus comes and saves him. Jesus walks out on the water and just lifts the boat up, the plane up like Yoda. He just...
Yeah. I think this is plagiarized. What do you mean? Jesus comes and saves them. Yeah, but then what's his stuff? It's like do or do not. There's no try. No, he is too old. Cannot train.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's another Skywalker.
Yoda, I am.
Wow. Jesus' famous catchphrase.
Yeah. Carry me on back, you will. Jesus replied.
There's always two sets of footprints in the sand.
Except for there's one where Jesus is riding on your back.
Jesus, you're making this really difficult right now.
You can do it.
But you can.
Stop talking like that.
No. Son of God, I am.
Alrighty. Hey, do you want to play a game?
This next one's about Saw.
It's about Sword in the Stone. In the 1963 film, before Arthur pulls the sword from the stone, Merlin gives him a series of lessons on swordplay. The lessons frequently go off the rails, though. Arthur nearly gets eaten by a fish in a river, is chased by a squirrel that wants to fuck him, and is terrorized by the evil Madam Mim.
Is that what it says?
No, it says an amorous squirrel. But that squirrel really wants to fuck him.
I'm just trying to remember if that.
Can you just read that again? I
Yeah.
kind of lost the plot after you said the squirrel
that
part.
wants to fuck him.
Yeah.
Why, James?
Before Arthur
You know.
pulls the sword from the stone, Merlin gives him a series of lessons on swordplay. The lessons frequently go off the rails, though. Arthur nearly gets eaten by a fish in a river, is chased by an amorous squirrel, and is terrorized by the evil Madam Mim.
Actually,
You see, Arthur, if you look at here.
don't cross the streams.
We call it swordplay. If anyone asks, it's swordplay.
Actually, he doesn't get nearly eaten by a fish.
Yeah, he almost gets eaten by a fish.
Actually, the Madam Mim part is not part of his training.
That happens during a lesson, yes.
Actually, this happens after he pulls the sword from the stone.
No, this happens before.
Oh, shoot. I was about to say, actually, the squirrel doesn't want to fuck Arthur. It wants to fuck something else, but it's not Arthur.
No, I mean, Arthur's a squirrel, so it makes sense at the time.
Oh, Arthur gets turned into a squirrel.
Yes, and then the squirrel wants to fuck him.
Actually,
Actually, isn't that really weird? I mean,
that's
Yes,
funny.
that is really weird.
But here
In
you
this
are.
context, he's a squirrel. So
If someone came down the stairs and you're a human and they're a human, like, hey, you're really attractive, you know what? I don't want to go get a cup of coffee, but you're not really a human. You're just a human in disguise. Is that really weird?
I mean, it's not weird that the squirrel wants to fuck Arthur, the Arthur squirrel. What is weird is that after he turns the squirrel down and the squirrel gets sad, Merlin kind of blames him for not fucking the squirrel. That's kind of weird.
actually,
Yeah.
Merlin isn't the one teaching Arthur swordplay.
You're
It-
more correct than Darren.
Which is
Unless
which
Darren,
is the most best kind of correct.
unless Darren can be more specific.
Actually, like, Merlin doesn't directly train Arthur. He summons like a suit of armor to train swordplay for Arthur.
No, I'm gonna go with James. Merlin doesn't teach Arthur swordplay. He teaches him science such as physics and gravity and sex ed. I guess.
Yeah, he doesn't teach him swordplay. He just molests him.
Just straight.
That scene is very weird now.
What, the
Now.
squirrel scene?
The squirrel scene.
Was it
I
not
don't.
weird then?
It was weird then, but like, wouldn't people have been like about this? Well,
Yeah.
the
Yes.
the squirrels about
Yeah.
about Merlin, about the sword and the stone.
Yes. I wrote it and animated it. Just me.
So
Just
the,
him.
the,
No
the
one-
scene where the squirrel is hitting on the
Yes.
Arthur.
Yeah, it's character growth.
But why does Merlin like say like, oh, isn't it a shame that the squirrel is so sad because he wouldn't have sex with her?
Yeah, because he should have. When in Rome, have sex with squirrels.
Arthur's like a kid. He's like 10.
Yeah, but what are you saying that Arthur's really attractive right now?
No, I'm saying that
He's like a 10. You said.
I'm an intern and I agree with Walt.
fine, we'll just print it. I just don't want to have this conversation anymore.
Anyways, about the Germans, I need you to send all the money over there. All the money I promised them. Yeah. But I mean, have you ever, like, a 10-year-old squirrel is really mature, so.
Who hasn't wanted to have sex with a squirrel? Come on, guys. Am I right?
All
You know
right.
what? If I'm reading the room correctly,
I think we all
I
agree.
think we all agree.
I mean, I have. There's a crate upstairs. Don't think too much about
The
it.
chattering crate.
Yeah, you hear that noise?
So in the comic series Green Lantern,
Okay.
while the Green Lantern rings are the most well known of the power rings, there are actually different colored rings. Members of the Red Lantern vomit rage-inducing blood. Several members of the greedy Orange Lanterns can absorb energy from the other rings, and the Blue Lanterns can supercharge Green Lantern rings.
Actually, the greedy rings are the orange ones.
That's what I said.
Yellow, sorry.
That is incorrect. The yellow they don't mention in this is
Yellow's a weakness to green. I know.
it
that.
is yellow is fear, I believe. Yellow are the fear rings.
Yep. Oh, well, that makes sense because the yellow is cowardice.
Yeah, cowardice and fear, where green is willpower.
Actually, blue is not the color that supercharges the Green Lanterns.
It is. Blue is hope.
Actually, Red Lanterns don't vomit rage-inducing blood.
They do. Red Lanterns is rage. It's
Well,
angry.
I knew that.
Yeah.
But I didn't think they.
A cat
vomit.
has a Red Lantern ring. There's a cat that just has a Red Lantern ring.
Can you start reading the question again?
Okay. While the Green Lanterns, while the Green Lantern rings are the most well-known of the power rings, there are actually different colors of rings.
Actually, the other colors aren't rings.
They are rings.
Haha.
Members of the Red Lanterns vomit rage-inducing blood. Several members of the greedy Orange Lanterns can absorb energy from other rings.
Actually, no. Not that.
Yes.
Wait, yes, as in that is correct.
Or no,
I'm
yes.
saying.
Wait.
Let me just say-
Wait. Who's
James
correct?
is incorrect.
Okay, all right.
I'm saying Orange Lanterns, that whole chunk is wrong, and you're saying no. Well, I'm saying, so you don't have to do
Clarify,
anything.
please.
I am saying that several members of the Orange Lanterns can't absorb the power of the Green Lanterns.
Orange Lanterns can absorb energy from other rings.
Okay.
And it's not just Green Lanterns, other rings.
Okay.
Actually, blue lanterns can not only supercharge green rings, but also supercharge the other colors too.
That's not what they're looking for. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's not in the
I guess just yellow,
Yeah.
yellow section.
Members of the Red Lanterns vomit rage-inducing blood. Several members of the greedy Orange Lanterns can absorb...
Actually, there's only one member of the Orange Lanterns.
Darren is correct. James, I will give it to you if you can name the Orange Lantern. And you have to give his real name, not his like alias, because his alias is too easy to know.
I don't know it.
Orange Lantern?
Agent Orange.
Agent Orange.
He's
Oh
not
no.
human.
That is correct. Darren, get the point.
Dang it.
His name is Larfleeze.
Larfleeze.
Yeah, there's only one. Only one person can have the Lantern of Greed, the Orange Lantern. They have like a.
See,
Like
you see, originally they started out with a whole bunch of Orange Lanterns, but then they noticed that was overpowered. So in Lantern Patch 1.2, they removed all but one Orange Lantern.
I think you get more power if the more Orange Lantern. So I think the Orange Lantern could just self-consumed until it was one ring.
One lantern to remove them all,
Yeah.
and then the darkness bind them.
Okay. Ooh, this is a cool one.
This is the last shiny.
This is the last shiny. It's another name 'em that I like,
For pride.
but this is Obit Parts. Name the character who died in the following way.
Oh.
Now, Do you want me to give you the movie it came from as well, and then you just have to guess the character, or do you want to guess the character in movie or series?
What's it? Whatever it's prompting you to do.
Okay, it's just prompting me to just tell you who died in what way.
Okay.
So we have to guess the character name, or do you have to guess a character name and movie? Or what? So what are you telling us? What do we have to guess?
I am telling you cause of death.
That's it.
That is it.
Okay.
You have to just guess the character. I have the name of the character and the movie or TV show.
Okay. I'm hoping that these are unique enough that I won't guess another like, oh, he was squished by a steamroller. I was like, okay, yeah. It's like, well, actually, you're looking for this guy, but also this guy died by steamroller.
Okay. First one is skull crushed by his opponent's bare hands.
And this is TV and movie.
TV and movie. I'll give you a hint. This is the only TV show. The rest are movies.
Skull crushed by bare hand. Now it's BARE, right? Bare hands.
Yeah, I lied. This is also a movie. It's Cocaine Bear.
Okay.
Okay, the next one. Devoured by a T-Rex while sitting on a toilet.
Okay.
Trampled to death by wildebeest.
Well, you gave it away.
Well, yeah, oh, sorry. Yeah. Hold on.
It's taking you a while.
Yeah. Okay.
Irradiated while repairing a warp drive.
Oh, okay. Do we only need to give you the character, or do we need the movie too?
Just the character.
Okay.
Oh, whoops. I was writing down.
I mean,
I'm gonna continue doing that.
you can. It is worth 0 points, but maybe 1 point in my heart.
I'm trying to think of the first one because it feels like I know it, but I don't know.
I don't think I would have gotten it. I'm just gonna say that as a hint. But
Okay.
okay.
Wait.
Number one is Tuballard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll go, I guess.
Okay.
So the first one, I thought I don't know the name
Okay.
or the person really.
Mhm.
I guess it was from Invincible.
Mm-hmm.
The second one, I don't know his name either, but the lawyer.
Mhm.
And then Mufasa,
Mm-hmm.
and then the last one I said Spock, but I guess it's from Star Trek 2.
Okay.
But technically, if it's the reboot, then it's you know,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, in the reboot they flipped
they
it.
flipped it.
Yeah. That's actually I totally forgot about that, and that's really shitty because
Oh, did they do the new one?
they did the old one.
Oh.
So
Oh, you guys-
So I'm right.
yeah, you're right.
Okay.
I want to see what Darren puts, because I just want to see
Yeah.
what Darren puts before I tell you who wins.
Mm-hmm.
Skull Crush with bare hands. I said I don't know, it's some dude in Game of Thrones. I also put lawyer in Jurassic Park. Darth Vader in The Lion King. Mufasa.
Yep.
And then also Spock.
I am actually tempted to give Darren the point.
That's fine.
But I'm not going to. I'm gonna say you both get a point.
Okay.
Because none of you named the lawyer, you just said the lawyer.
What's his name?
Gennaro. The only reason I was gonna give Darren the point is because he was
Game of
right.
Thrones.
It is some dude from Game of Thrones. Oberyn Martell from Game of Thrones. Just some dude.
And it's like I was like, yeah. I mean, there's a guy named the Mountain.
It is the Mountain who also does it. Yeah.
That's the only one guy I can think of right now.
Yeah.
That
But it also happens in Invincible,
Okay.
yeah,
I'll take your word for
right?
it.
Yeah, it's one
which
of
I've never
those.
seen, but I know that
Yeah,
he
it's
does
like-
it.
Hit by a car. Oh, great. Yeah,
Yeah,
oh,
that
fantastic.
that iconic scene.
I kind of seen hit by a car.
Okay. This is Minefield for the
okay.
the final question.
Minesweeper.
If we get it wrong, we lose.
Yeah.
Okay, which of these currencies are used in the real world as of 2022?
Ooh.
Write down as many as you can, but be careful not to include any wrong answers, or you'll be disqualified. You ready?
Yeah.
The lira, the pula, the rupee, the septim, and the wulong.
All right. I just wrote them all down. Give me a second so
Yep.
I can erase the ones that I don't think.
Yep. I will say them again. Do you need me to say them again, or you got them all?
Yeah, say one more time, please.
The lira, the pula, the rupee, the septim, and the wulong.
Okay,
All right. I'm ready.
me too.
Darren, how many currencies do you have? How many of those were real currencies?
Oh,
Just tell me the number that you think are real.
0.
0. Okay, James, how many?
I am trying to Naruto this bitch. I'm saying I'm writing none of them down. That way I can't be disqualified.
2. Okay. What are they?
The lira and the rupee.
James gets the point.
Two. I did not think the lira was still in use by Egypt.
Lira is used in Turkey.
Turkey.
The pula is also one, which is the currency in Botswana. The rupee is used in India, Pakistan, and a few others. The landmines were the septim, which is from Elder Scrolls, and the wulong, which is from Cowboy Bebop. I like that one. That was a good that was a good question.
Yeah.
Make sure to flip it around.
Oh yeah, to talk about screws.
Wait. Yeah, hold it up again.
We gotta
Don't
memorize
screw
it.
it up.
Philip. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's right. That's a Robertson, and that's the Allen.
So now, whenever it comes up,
Well, the Robertson is the one that I think I might forget because it's like, oh yeah, it's the square one.
hmm
While Phillips and Allen are both brand names.
hmm
I don't think Robertson was. I think Robertson was just like some dude in his garage. Like,
Well, that's nice of him.
he's like, oh,
it's good for him.
Phillips kind of sucks. How do we make it better? Oh, let's just chunk this out and make it a square.
Mhm.
And someone's like, hi, I'm John Torx with the Torx Corporation. Here's ours. It's like a double Phillips. It's like, God dang it. I guess mine's not as cool anymore.
Yeah, I've still seen Robinson around.
Just walking around town.
I say, hey, what's up, dude? Thanks for making a screw that like actually functions and is not like doesn't get stripped, trying to turn it.
Turnip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To turn it.
To turn it.
John,
Alright.
you forgot
Well, here we go.
Oh, that's that.
This is one of my favorite games, actually.
Actually.
Actually, this game's really good.
It was good.
Actually, it is. All right, I'm gonna go shut off the stream.
Alrighty,
Yeah.
good night, everybody.
Good night. I win.